The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
Man, the audience is messing with us.
Woo! Hey, we're OGing it today.
We're OGing it today.
We're OGing it. Chat, Mauler can't be here today. There's been a poo-poo on his Lord of the Rings Return of the King video, which is coming out on Sunday. We're allowed to say that. Yeah. So he is attempting to fix that for Sunday. So we've patted him on his ass and sent him on his way to edit his video.
These two towers, he's had all kinds of problems with it. So
yeah. So
we spent a lot of time on that.
yeah. So we love you. We love you, Morley. We'll see you next week.
See you next week.
Yeah. Hey, don't know about you. I'm having a good day today.
I heard. How's your day going, Az?
It's all right. Pretty good, actually. Yeah. Woke up, just thought, wonder what's gonna be installed. Oh my God!
Memology.
The Oscars. I see the Oscars in the chat. How you doing, ladies?
Memology. That tweet is going crazy. By the way,
it's getting a little bit of traction. Hail Memology, by the way.
A little bit.
6 months ago, there was a lot of shizzles, bizzles, dizzles going on, and people like Memology were front and center in Bingham Corner. Yourself, Ryan, Jeremy, Eric July, Razor Fist doing an absolutely unbelievable video. All the FNT, real music, loads of people. Some who I didn't even think would, and so chat might be wondering what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Let's just go into that. Memology does tweet a lot, so I'm gonna have to try and find the tweet. I should have bookmarked it. Sydney Sweeney's tits. Good man.
Yeah.
Here it is.
Twitter's just been a better place because of Sydney Sweetie's boobs.
I think she could cure some ills.
Yeah.
Memology. I woke up to this, by the way, chat. I woke up to this. How it started versus how it's going. So yeah. This is 6 months ago, 3rd of September 2023. This is like the tweet which precipitated a lot of the shenanigans around Starfield. I mean, Dan obviously tweeting it out. Hell, Dan Vasc in the chat. I'm going to rip Dan Vasc another asshole in a second. Gorilla, I told him to do something, and then I fucked up, and so he said I'll do it again, and then he did it wrong. and it's to his own detriment, and we'll talk about it. Anyway, 6 months ago, Act Mam. Gorilla shaped. This is a very sane tweet, by the way. Gorilla shaped man, which, as we all know now, #silverback is. I mean, how is that just not the best compliment in the world? Gorilla shaped man, fuck yeah. Gorilla shaped man on the verge of crying because when you can't tell the truth, you have to lie. It's called shouting. It's a masculine thing. You might not be aware of that. Because Starfield lets you pick pronouns at the start of the game, and then it's never brought up again. Oh, that's also quite weird then. Someone please shoot this guy. Did he just condone violence against me?
This was just a few months ago, right? Just
6 months ago, yeah.
How felt
With a bear tranquilizer. Joke's on you, I'm on ketamine. He's gonna attack somebody. So this is when Dan Vasc obviously put out the tweet. So this is 6 months ago. So let's just see what happened last night, shall we? Should we see what happened last night? See what happened last night. So I started looking into this Sweet Baby Inc. stuff, and I cannot fathom why game studios would hire a narrative consultant group. Isn't that what lead writers are for? Why not just hire a better writing team and keep it in-house? So they consult this firm to basically get a better social credit score?
Yes.
Hopes of getting more investors? Now I want to swallow more vomit. Yeah.
Wind change direction.
Yeah. Is it
the broken wind?
Oh, it's
changed direction.
It's safe. It's safe.
It's safe now.
It's safe now. Yeah. It's safe now.
Oh, yeah.
We can talk about it.
Yeah.
Let me find my bookmarks on Twitter, by the way. It's kind of like the reverse Vosh. Instead of horses fucking children, mine's just busty Asians.
Okay. Females, right?
Let's just carry on.
This question.
Sorry, you cut out there, Gary. You cut out. You cut out. Oh no, Dave. No, Dave. No. We were going to talk 6 months ago.
Yep.
When he started to get some clapback from his own audience, when he thought everything was nice and safe, and he was doing his, let's attack the pronoun guy, and then suddenly started getting a lot of shit in his own videos and stuff, then a mutual tried to put us together to have a conversation. And I said, I'll have a conversation with you in private. I'll do that. Let's arrange a time. So we were trying to get a date together to have a chat. And then the final bit of information I got just before we were going to finalize a date was, oh, by the way, I'm just putting out another video shitting all over you, but don't worry about it. It's fine. It's YouTube. Don't worry about it. So when somebody wants to try and talk to you in good faith, and then they're making videos about shitting on you, and then they only tell you just as you're about to talk in good faith, it means they're a fucking see you next Tuesday. And it means that they talk out of both sides of the mouth.
Yep.
And it means that they're full of shit and disingenuous and all that kind of stuff. So we had a chance to talk, Dave, 6 months ago. But now people are hitting him with, where's your apology to Az? And he's getting absolutely fucking piled on Twitter right now. Now he's saying, I'm always open for a conversation in public or private. He's got nothing I need to hear. Nothing I fucking need to hear, mate.
Yeah, it's all for a show, right?
Yes.
Honestly, I don't think Act Man gives a shit one way or another. It's all for a show, and I think it's great that he puts out those videos and says that, even when he's talking to you privately, because then we know who not to waste our
when time is something they are. Listen to them.
Listen to them.
And
time is the one thing we can't get back. We have so little of, and now we know not who to waste it on. Why would?
Just to get some further context, let's just get some further context, chat. This is in the video I've just released. Go check it out after the stream. This is the video I've just released. This was 6 months ago, where someone's just like, oh, Heel versus Bayface is great. Just a passionate person speaking his mind, like many other content creators. Listen to these words here, chat. He's great at making people that criticize pronoun use look like a bunch of shit-eating cavemen. Whatever, by the by, that's just childish, whatever. I'd love to see pronouns in every game moving forward for no other reason than spite.
And that's the reason they're there, by the way.
Exactly. To watch this guy's world melt. Spite. Because he thinks he's hurting my feelings by these pronoun shit going in. No. I'm trying to fucking talk out against saving the Western gaming industry from this fucking colossal fuck which is going on right now. Whereas it's about his feelings. It's about feelings. It's about feelings. He would rather the gaming industry burn down,
which it would,
to stick it to me. This is the level of people that we're dealing with, Pete. This is the level of detail that we're dealing with.
Yeah. I mean, really, go ahead. Put fucking pronouns in every fucking game. See what happens.
Well, 6 months later,
we can play that game.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
How's it working out for you right now?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. 6 months later, you've just fucking twigged on that it's all a bunch of fucking fake ass shit. And it's just about a bunch of grifting companies that are attempting to get investment money from BlackRock. And they don't give a flying fuck about your pronouns, your gender, whatever you want to call yourself. They don't give a flying fuck. They just want that fucking sweet BlackRock cash.
I have to verify this, but I was listening to the PDB podcast this morning, and they mentioned that somebody from BlackRock has come out and said, the DEI thing not working out so great.
Yeah. Because look at this, like, take Sweet Baby Inc. as an example. Look at the video games that have been part of, and look at how well those video games are done. Cratered. Oh, look, cratered.
Everything subverted with identity politics and intersectional feminism. Cratered.
Yeah.
Every single thing.
Or as somebody said today, and I'm sorry I don't have your tweet. I could try and find it later. Don't worry, it's just a million separate instances. It's not a coincidence. It's just a million separate instances of the same thing. It's everywhere. It's video games, TV, movies, comics, pop culture in general, everywhere. And that's just what we're interested in. Never mind politics, education, fucking gay food, Gary. Gay food.
Can't even go to the grocery
jokes
store.
On you. Food's always been gay. Okay. I have to listen to this fucking nonsense, and they think El Corpo cares. Think El Corpo cares.
Did you watch our friends from YouTube Music get fired? Like, they were at the Austin City Council with their union shirts on, and they were pleading to the Austin City Council for Google, for Alphabet to negotiate fairly. And by the end of their speech, by the end of the guy's speech, a girl walks up to him and says, "We've all been laid off." and then it goes, "Ding ding, your time is up." It's the greatest. Wait, I'll find the video. That's how much Corpo cares about you.
Yes.
That's what's so very strange about this is the people who've been fighting the man, the counterculture, have become the culture, and the corpos lured you in like a bunch of idiots, but they were idiots too, because guess what? The activists took over, and now they're all failing. And then the activists are wait a minute, I'm getting fired from my DEI job. You don't care about us? No, your union doesn't give a fuck about you. Your corporation doesn't give a fuck about you. They're both bosses, and they're both entities that you give up your power to. But at least the corporation was and not that I'm citing, I hate big corporations, but at least they're the ones paying you. Your union negotiates for you, and half the union doesn't even agree with what they have to go with, or they'll look bad. Just look at the writer's strike. Look at the Film Actors Guild strike. Think things are working out well for them? Not so well. Hint for my next video. Not so fucking well. And now there's another strike right around the corner from the crafts people who actually have a leg to stand on. I'm not going to take the side of the union or anything, but they actually have a leg to stand on. And now the WGA and the Film Actors Guild have to align with them. If they go on strike. It's going to be glorious. Great. Oh, look at that. Look at that. So, but yeah, Sweet Baby Inc., as Mahler has said, it's not the only problem. There's mechanic problems. They're just and they talked about this on Geeks and Gamers Daily. I think it was Beardo said this, and Jeremy, and they're absolutely right. The Lucasfilm making Star Wars today is not the Lucasfilm who made good Star Wars. So any of these companies that made your favorite games from 5, 6, 7 years ago aren't the same company. They've been completely gutted and taken over.
Yes,
completely taken over.
The companies that made the great games for you all those years ago that you love, those people have left now.
They're gone.
They've gone. Whether it be BioWare, CD Projekt Red, Rocksteady, wherever, you pick one,
Insomniac.
They're all gone. They're all gone. They've been replaced by the fucking ESG, DIE. Can we get the letters in the right order, please? It's die. It's die, because that's what will happen to your company.
They've tried to add another letter to it. I forgot what it was, but they tried to add another letter to it because people were calling it die. And they're like, oh, we didn't think about that. Really? You didn't think about that?
Really? He's die. Yeah, it's die. DIE. That's what it's all about.
And now they're going to try to win people back over the next,
Oh, Jedi. It was Jedi, remember?
Well, Jedi was the other one.
Yeah.
Jedi was the other one, which is hilarious. But and somebody came up with Sith. I forgot what it was, but it was funny as hell. So the next couple of years are going to be, you're going to start seeing people. I was always against cancel culture. I was never really down with this woke stuff. And boom, here we go. Here we go. Dude. And I predicted this years ago. So did you. So did Jeremy. So did everybody. We're like, man, there's going to be a time where people are going to go, that woke stuff was crazy. I was never part of it. I
nearly put in my video today. Well, there are a few things.
It's DEIA.
Yeah. DEIA. Yeah. Because they realize it's die. Idea. There you go. Idea. DIEA. Idea. I was going to put, I'm now just going to wait for revisionist history.
It's already started.
What do you think? That's what I'm going to wait for now.
Act Man is like relying on the fact that, a lot of people out there have the memory of your garden variety average ostrich, who, by the way, every time an ostrich blinks, he thinks he sees a new person. If you're standing right in front of them, that's what they rely on. That's what these big companies rely on. But the good thing is more and more people are waking up to this bullshit. So, but yeah, you're going to start to see the revisionist history happen.
Do you know why they're waking up, Harry? Do you know why they are waking up? Because it's fucking saturated in everything.
Yes.
I can't buy cheese and ribeyes without being told that food's gay.
I mean, dude, I was in San Francisco for 18 years. So, you go to Whole Foods, it is gay mart. You go to Target, it is gay mart. It is freaking gay mart everywhere, but not anywhere else. But when you start seeing it in in northern UK, in rural northern UK, it's a bit of a problem. I don't see that shit here. I don't see it here.
No, I'm a simple country bumpkin. You know where I live. You've been to my house.
Yeah.
You sat next to it. You know where I live. I'm in the middle of fucking nowhere. I'm in a tiny little village in the middle of nowhere, miles from the nearest town. And this is you go out my door, fields. You go out my door, fields. I'm a country bumpkin. Round here, we just have normal people. You go into a shop, you hear normal conversations, but you go into supermarkets and you go into stores and their radio, because everyone's got store radio now. You don't just have music playing or nothing, or every so often the tannoy, clean up in aisle 5, clean up aisle 5. Yep. Please, everyone, clean up. No. I was in my fucking local co-op the other day, and it's just like, hi, well, okay, can you guess the year? This year is the year that gay marriage became normalized and was legal in the UK. It was also the same year that I'm just like, what's he talking about? What the fuck?
We have a trans flag down in aisle 6. We have a trans flag down in aisle 6. Please pick it up.
No! Then I go off to a supermarket a few days later, and I get to the checkout, fucking pride flags out. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Apparently, February February was because we're in March now. February was it's Pride Food Day. It's Pride Food Month. You know, food's gay. Everything's gay. And she's like, can you just shut up, Corpo? You don't give a fuck. You don't give a shit. Jesus Christ.
No, and the beautiful thing about this is these corporos have painted themselves into the identity politics corner that they just cannot get out of at this point. Yeah, good luck trying to, like, they're going to try to middle their way out of this, and you cannot. They will have their own people destroying them, which is great. You brought it on yourselves, and it'll be more than funny to watch. Bob Iger simply says, we're going to focus on stronger franchises. Bob Iger's a fucking idiot, but that's probably a pretty normal thing. We should focus on the things that people like and make us money. He's getting called out by his own executives for that stuff. The people who are his ass kissers. So good luck. Good luck figuring this out. I will have a gay old time fucking chronicling it. It'll be fucking hilarious.
See, Dan Vasc comment, it's gay month. Yeah, I read it verbatim. It's gay month.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, well, he just said it's gay month.
No. Well done steak.
Harry, I'm reading the words.
Well done steak
month
is great.
I'm reading it verbatim. I don't know what you saw.
I don't know what was spelled right there. Dan would know what a gay month is, but it's not well done steak. Well done steak is wonderful. But what does fucking Dan Vasc know about food? Okay, he has to eat his steak so fast because it'll get stolen by the packs of fucking rabid dogs or rabid starving children running around in his godforsaken country after he takes a bath in a sewage pond after burning a rainforest.
The size of Belgium. Just burn Belgium down.
Yeah.
It'll be better for everybody. So anyway, so I said I messaged Dan Vasc today. I said, Dan, could you just literally record me like a 3-second video of you laughing and then just say at the end of it, subscribe to Dan Vasc. So he says, do you want it? Dan doesn't do anything wrong. He says, do you want it vertically or horizontally? And I'm a bit retarded at times. So I said, vertically, because it's for a video. I meant horizontally, you know. So he sends me a vertical video and I'm like, oh God. And it's him laughing and goes, subscribe to Dan Vasc. I'm like, oh dude, sorry, my bad. I meant horizontally. So he says, oh, no worries, I'll redo it. So that's what's in the video today. However, when Dan recorded it horizontally, he just laughed and forgot to say subscribe to Dan Vasc.
Oh, it's perfect. I think that's great. I think you should put that up. Since you're conspiring against me behind my back.
I was going to, if he said it, I was going to also have at the end and subscribe to Nerd Runneth.
All right.
But because he didn't say it, I didn't even have to do that. Hold on. Let's get to the who's this fucking handsome guy?
I was working out, not enough blood in my brain.
Yeah, this is me. Okay.
That's good.
He forgot to say it. He forgot to say it. It's a good laugh, though.
It is a good laugh. That was good. I like it.
Yeah, but yeah, he didn't. Was down. Here we go. Hold on. Here we go. So this was the one he sent initially, and yeah, this is the one he sent initially, and this is. See, that's that. But I'd mucked up because I did it in vertical.
Oh. Well, we're professionals.
You only need 10K. You're gonna get that next time you put a video out. What are you giving it?
9,000.
Okay, awesome.
9,100. But it's counting. I'm working on a video today.
Of course you are. You're fucking working like a man possessed to get to this million before Dan does.
I know. I did 2 videos in a week.
The fucking key to it is fucking quantity.
I was exhausted after doing 2 videos in a week. I was spent, and I'm spent. We're doing another one.
Oh, it was muted. Sorry. Well, he laughed and he said subscribe to Dan Vasc.
Yeah. So yeah, some stuff dropped in my lap. That's pretty funny. It's fucking cope. So I found here, let's see, it's from Drama Alert. But
God.
Here is
Nina.
Here is, I'll share it. I guess we got to go full screen on it.
Oh, yeah. Can't see.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Hold on. No, you need it full screen and put it back to the beginning. Let's go full screen. Yeah.
And let me get that going there. Let's get that going there.
Motivation to keep this fight
Not
going.
to interrupt, but they just laid us all off.
Oh.
Yeah, they just laid us all off.
I guess we just all
Our
got
jobs are ended today, effective immediately.
We're a small team, but we're very mighty. So, I work for
No,
YouTube
you're
here in
very
Austin,
fired.
part of the Alphabet Workers Union, and I'd like to thank the council and specifically Council Member Kadri for sponsoring this.
This is the whole thing.
And all the other co-sponsors.
Bye.
There are less than 50 of us at YouTube Music, and we're taking on 2 of the largest corporations in the world. So to be supported by the city of Austin and also our allies in the labor community.
Of course, they're supported by Austin.
Not to interrupt, but they just laid us all off.
Oh.
Yeah, they just laid us
That
all
is
off.
fucked up.
I guess we just all
Our
got
jobs are ended today, effective immediately.
Wow.
Ding, time's up.
Time's expired, but we'll
That's fucked up.
Oh.
And there's part of me, I feel bad for the kids. This is probably the worst fucking job.
They've been indoctrinated.
Yeah, and their parents are fucking retarded. And we had Pat walking up there and saying, "It's Pat." If you know what that is, chat, you'll know what you'll laugh. Walks up there and says we're fired right when it happens. But man, that is in a nutshell everything we've been fucking talking about. You glom onto these corporations that you supposedly hate. I mean, IATSE's out there calling everybody an evil corporation, but that's for Hollywood. They wouldn't exist without the evil corporation. They actually need them. They're not as, they need each other, and they'll play fine when everything's going great. But once the money dries up, they don't give a fuck about you because they don't give a fuck about you. Period.
Dude, that looked like a sketch from The Office.
It did.
I mean, legitimately. It looked like a sketch from like Park and Recs or The Office or something. It just looked like a scene from one of those TV shows.
Do I have to explain what Pat is to the chat, by the way?
I have no idea what Pat
is. It's an SNL character. I forgot who the actors who played it, but it's you don't know if Pat's a boy or a girl. And the whole skit is like, it's Pat. And they're like, hey, dude, girl, like they're never sure. So that's the whole skit. Was it Mad TV? Did I say SNL? Was it Mad TV? Yeah, maybe it was Mad TV. Okay. I got it mixed up. That was a long time ago. It's Pat. I thought it was SNL, but maybe it's Mad TV. But either way, so there's your lesson. And they learned a valuable lesson. Union cannot save your job. They were, I forgot how long. They were on strike for a long time.
No, people saying it was SNL.
It was SNL. Okay. And getting fired like on camera, time running out at the end.
It was just a pause after he got fired, and then he just a ding.
Holy shit. Holy shit.
It was Julia Sweeney, apparently.
Julia Sweeney. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, El Corpo. And the funny thing is, you get all these fucking content farmers, creation farmers, and they're all they're doing is running into bat for El Corpo. Don't give a fuck about them. And as soon as the wind turns, as we just saw, oh, it's safe. Oh, it's okay to criticize this because everyone is now. Oh, yeah. I won't be cancelled if I actually speak. Fair weather farmers, dude. Fair weather farmers.
Yeah. Back to Act Man, like, him and who else? Who Act Man? Who else came out? Chris Raygun. I guess he came out. There was a lot of people. I was on a flight to the UK when all that shit was going down, and I 8 hours of watching the Twitter feed go back and forth on that was glorious. It really made the flight go fast, to be honest with you. I was fucking laughing my ass off the whole time.
Yeah, you were on the plane. I was getting absolutely fucking pummeled left, right, and center.
I roasted Mark Hamill a couple times. It was good times. It was good times. But to Act Man, and they showed this on Geeks and Gamers Daily today. I put it in the private chat.
Yes.
So we have a sport here in America.
Oh my
Americana. It's called Major League Baseball.
Just tell me when you want me to share the thing.
Just share it. There's a baseball game called there's a video game called The Show. My oldest son loves to play this game, by the way. Let's take a look.
Okay, let's take a look at, if you want to pause it at any time, just say pause.
Well, I mean, you'll probably figure out the times to pause.
Sure.
But, here we go.
I love a video game, dude. I love a video game.
When it comes
do you get to play? I want to see her go up against like Randy Johnson in his prime.
Dude, she can't break her fucking hand trying to catch anything coming her way. Fucking
now, maybe it's softball. Maybe there's like a softball section in this game. I don't know. Could be. There we go.
I hope that they put a woman in every single sports game just to spite you and see your world melt.
So why don't we just put all the women in men's sports and all the men in women's sports and then just call them men and women's sports?
Apart from one side's breaking all records and the other side's breaking all bones. Should we see some more, maybe? I don't know.
Of course it's San Francisco.
Some big league dreams.
Oh, of course it's in San Francisco. Of course it fucking does.
And she's got
Jeez, man.
Ain't got no road,
when it comes to
ain't got no road
dream.
booty there.
That reminds me. I gotta do.
So she's playing with dudes. She's playing with dudes.
Yeah, look, the men.
It's not other women.
Boing, plong. Fucking the ball comes through her head. Dude, that reminds me. I've got to do the ironing later.
Yeah.
No two are alike.
I'm taking my headphones off. Fuck this.
This is so fucking funny. We are in parody world. This is insane. And it's just a game. It's pretend, whatever. Well, the reason
it is pretend, all right. It's fucking
pretend. It's pretend, but I would say the reason, especially Madden and the show were so popular was the authenticity of the game and how like each year it would look better. And it was kind of insane how Madden could update that well for that long. I mean, I don't know about recently, but
it's just. What does
it matter? What does it matter?
What's it matter? What's it matter? Why are you so mad?
You misogynist?
Yeah. This is fucking retarded.
Because this woman would get killed.
She would be.
And they put it like Beardo pointed it out on Geeks and Gamers Daily, because I don't want to take credit for anybody's takes or anything, but he's absolutely right. People are gonna fucking like aim for their if a woman goes to bat, they're gonna fucking beam her. Like, why not?
Where's the safest place to hit?
These are gamers we're talking about here, okay?
Right at her fucking head.
Yeah, if they want to do a league of their own game or a softball game, go right ahead. Have a bunch of lesbians running out playing softball. Make it as real as possible.
Get into a U-Haul, go around the fucking bases.
Yeah.
Pick up a girl on the way and they split up with her by the time they get to the final
By the
base.
time they get to second base, they're broken up.
Third base, they're moving the shit out. This fucking game writes itself. It writes itself.
I would play that game. Yeah, if there was like all women, you're right. If there's all women bikini mode.
That was that was 2006.
You got Sydney Sweeney's versus Brie Larson's just to make fucking Ryan Kinnell happy.
Yeah, boy.
In bikini mode, okay. Now we're talking. But
it's instead of having the clay, it's mud. You know, sliding.
Yes. Instead of, you mean the dirt has haven't been mud bikini baseball. Yeah, baby.
Just slits a fall to the bras come off.
Someone is
What? Look, I tell you what, this is the most unrealistic thing I've ever seen. Woman throw an overarm.
That's coming from a Brit, for Christ's sake.
They're just jokes. They can't hurt you. They can't hurt you.
What's it matter? What's it matter?
Framey? What's it matter? It's just
Progressive Field. It says Progressive Field. Oh my.
Oh.
It says Progressive Field. I didn't even notice that. Oh, that's great. No.
Slid to fourth, you mean Homer. I don't play rounders, okay? I don't play rounders.
I can't wait till they do this with cricket, which is probably a game girls could play.
Oh my god, dude. I'm not even joking. If women and men play cricket together, there would be fatalities.
Oh, there'd be fatalities in this too. Yes.
They would actually be, because they would just get bounced. If the bowler would just bounce the women and they would just get fucking hit. They would just get hit left, right, center.
Okay, everything about this is why it's the last sport I'm hanging on to, right? But
yeah,
Guardians is so they changed the Guardians because they were called the Indians, right? And they changed it to the Guardians, like the Redskins were changed to the Commanders, and they're horrible fucking names.
The Washington when the Washington goes commando.
Yeah, yes, it's fucking cringe.
Yes, it is. That guy with it, that Indian guy with the Caucasians t-shirt on, and it's like, is this racist? No, it's fucking brilliant.
Yeah,
I want that t-shirt.
Oh yeah,
I want that t-shirt. Let's
Washington commies would be more accurate, chat. You're right.
Oh yeah. Well,
okay, let's see.
They would have to compete against the Seattle commies and the LA commies and the
someone is swing for the fences.
No.
By the way, I checked on the video. It's got the one I went. Oh, I pulled up like Sony San Diego. So like, I don't know if that's the main one, but it's almost ratioed.
The fences. Some want to put on a show.
No.
What happens when you land on your chest, right on your boobs? Isn't that going to hurt?
She's a woman in 2024.
Oh, okay. So it's
what happens when she lands on a penis?
I can see her cup right now.
Some want to perform when it's all on the line.
Oh, get out of here! I gotta hit it. You'd hit it in the fucking parking lot with that 30-mile-an-hour heater that she threw.
No. You're just a misogynist.
No fucking way.
Some want to perform when it's all on the line. And
no.
some want to change the game.
Oh, you notice how they didn't pat the ass?
Yeah.
They'd be saying, wait for the sexual harassment lawsuits.
Do they shower together in the same?
You'll be in game. You'll be like, congratulate. You'll pat them on the ass and go, boo, and it'll come on screen. It's sexual harassment.
You're out.
You're out of here.
You're out of
Your player
here.
is now banned for the rest of the season. They've been fired and they've committed suicide.
Oh. This is so insane.
This is the most.
I hope they do this with Madden next.
Oh my god, I would do it just to fucking
I would fucking play
them
that game
over and over and over again.
Oh my god.
And it's got the entire sports world taking notice.
What
You fucking what, mate?
is some want to put on a show. Some want to perform when it's all on the line. And some want to change the game.
And it's got the entire sports world taking notice.
Oh, not really though.
No.
No, not really. No, not really. Who said this is X-Ray Girl? Who said that? Who said that? Who said that?
It actually is.
It is.
It is. She played every part in Shogun, which is quite good, by the way.
I've been told I need to watch that. Yeah.
You need to watch it. Third episode is on tonight.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What? Oh, wait a minute though. I don't know where I can see it.
Tortuga.
Isn't it on HBO or
Hulu.
something?
It's on Hulu.
Yeah, Disney. Yeah. I ain't fucking getting Disney.
Yeah, Tortuga, that shit.
I'll go watch it with my my special friend Captain Jack Sparrow.
Yeah.
Whatever your big league dreams,
Whatever your big league dreams, they're not going to happen if you're a woman in baseball.
See, if it panned back out and she's making a sandwich and she's just daydreaming it, then that makes more sense. But
yeah, thank you, ad blocker, for fucking updating there. Thank you, appreciate you.
Yeah,
they're yours to unlock in Road to the Show.
ladies, I'm only kidding a little bit.
Yeah, it's only available.
Look at X-Ray Girl's room.
Not enough prosthetic legs.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. Probably not though.
Yeah, it's
she came first place in laundry. First place in dishwashing.
Yeah, it is missing some pride flags. You're right, chat.
Ooh. Yeah, female in sport, gotta be lesbian, so
yep.
Unlock your dreams.
X-Ray Girl's gonna go play baseball. Unlock your dreams. Hey, you know, again,
dude. Single bed.
Well, yeah. Mark obviously is hard to sleep with that metal leg. So
on the sofa.
Yeah. Imagine getting rolled over and like popped in the face with that. Ah, fuck.
That is
that encapsulates everything wrong with modern culture right now. That is it.
The video has a staggering 6,700 views and 355 likes
to 256
to 257 now.
All right, there you go. I just put 256.
I would never dream of downvoting that. They're gonna have enough problems as selling the fucking thing. Dude, what fucking planet are we on?
I do. It's like you just gotta laugh at this point. I mean, we knew it would go so. I'm like, we are on the cusp of the American Society of Magical Negroes coming out. We're on the cusp of Civil War coming out. There is a lot of craziness still to be had. The Acolyte is coming out this year. Oh, thank God. Thank God. I was watching a Star Grift yesterday, and Theory and Ryan and Mahler were discussing a dog walking into a bar in a Star Wars show. And I don't know what, I don't care, but I'm like, this is Star Wars talk now. We're talking about dogs walking into bars.
Sorry, can I get some context on that?
I think it was Bad Batch or something like that. They were talking about Bad Batch. Yeah. So we're not like, that's where we're at with Disney Star Wars. Sorry to dead name Star Wars. My bad there. It's Disney Star Wars.
Disney.
It's Disney Star Wars. It's Disney Marvel. Yeah, chicks in baseball. I would say just do it in real life. Elon Musk called out Mark Cuban when Mark Cuban was calling out Elon Musk. Well, Elon Musk called out DEI. Mark Cuban said DEI is great, and then Elon goes, "Okay, when's that Asian woman going to be on the Mavericks? Let's go. Let's do it.
Do it. Put your money where your mouth is.
Yep.
Or in this case, put vagina where your mouth is. Which is
there'll be a girl in the NFL maybe someday who's a kicker. Maybe there'll be some phenom.
Dude, did you see the fucking collegiate kicker? It went
Both
5 yards.
Both of them. They've tried it multiple times but they'll just to get a dude identifying as a girl with woman face, and that'll be the kicker. Yeah.
Is it Riley Grimes?
Wait. Okay. Will we have a woman in the NFL or a trans in the NFL first? I say trans. I give it a couple years. What do you think, chat? Do you think I'm crazy on that one? I don't think I'm crazy on that one.
Sorry, my brain is actually just trying to process what fucking planet I'm on.
You are on Earth.
No, I'm not.
69.
Fuck off, mate. I ain't
You're
on
Earth 69.
What, cock in each fucking side?
Yeah, what the fuck? Oh, we'll get a transnational anthem. Yeah, we get it all. Yeah,
A trantham.
A trantham.
Please stand for the national trantham.
And it's gonna be "Dude Looks Like a Lady" by Aerosmith. Put your hands over your heart, over your very male breast.
Oh no. Gonna have a beard for sure.
Yeah.
It's the only way to be properly stunning and brave nowadays. Please stand for the disabled national.
Oh no. Hey, I've got I'm surrounded by comic books. I'm going to be alphabetizing.
Nice.
Yeah.
Why has it got to be the alphabet? Why is it down to the alphabet, Gary?
It's racist. The alphabet's racist. We all know that.
Oh, mercy. Mercy, sweet fucking mercy. We can't escape it. By the way, just as an FYI, that's beautiful. Just as an FYI, does that have anything whatsoever to do with Sweet Baby Stink?
I don't know. Sweet Baby Inc. is one aspect. Like these corporations are implementing these anyway. You almost don't need a Sweet Baby Inc. at this point. You have the unions in lockstep with the corporations as far as Hollywood is concerned, pushing all of this stuff anyway. So Sweet Baby Inc. is out of woke laziness. Like they want to be woke, but they don't want to come up with their own woke, so they'll outsource their woke.
There is a whole bunch of these companies, and they've all got
Sweet Baby Inc.'s not the only one.
Weird Ghost, they've all got these sort of same-ish names, and they're just full of DIE compliant people. That's it.
Yeah,
that's all it is. It is an infestation, to say the least. Holy. Oh, boy. What a coming to Jesus moment, hey?
I know.
When you realize that all this ideological shit is just a smokescreen for grifting companies to make money, or for companies to get money and cheap loans.
They thought it was a way to get market share, so they decided to get political, get involved in like Social Matters, a company who should be like every company should be neutral as hell because you want to sell the most stuff as possible. But they thought there was an economic route into wading into conversations we weren't supposed to have at Thanksgiving dinner with our relatives and wading into issues and really being taken over by the militant communist Marxist wing of the LGBTQA, which is a political movement. And really, by the way, I don't think I'm breaking any news here. Marxism, antithetical to the free market, to selling things. Because they don't think you own that. They think it belongs to the workers. You can't own any property. All written in a basically a manifesto from a guy who never worked a day in his life, Karl Marx. And here we are, and they're surprised. They're surprised at this, and I'm not. And we're not. And we knew this would happen. It lasted longer than any of us would have liked, but they heavily rely on complacency, absolute complacency. And I don't want to say it's all complacency. It's also you're busy. A lot of just normal people are busy. They don't have time to pay attention to all this stuff. And they took advantage of that. And you know what? To preserve our freedom, we cannot be complacent. We cannot be too busy to vote in our local elections, pay attention to the contract that we're signing to buy a house, to rent an apartment. You know what? Look into the companies that you're spending money on. It's a brief Google search. Just go to their, see if they have a DEI policy. Everybody does. And we go, well, the least we can do is call it out like every moment we can. And we just do it in pop culture. As said earlier, it's in everything. That's way more so like dealing with our kids directly, libraries. It's infested every bit of state and federal government. And it's because we got comfortable. We can't be comfortable with our freedom.
Remember the CD Projekt Red video we watched, the ESG CD Projekt Red video?
Yes.
Was it last year?
Last year. A little
last
over.
year.
Yeah.
Like maybe our send of 2022, maybe.
Yeah.
But we went through their ESG. Here's CD Projekt Red's ESG. We've embraced ESG, right? Let me just bring this up, dude. Let me just bring this up.
Look at this box, by the way.
Anita Sarkeesian from 2019. Hey, CD Projekt Red.
Oh.
I'm always available for consulting because it sure does sound like you might need it before the whole internet drags you for what sounds like some potentially sexist representations we all know you've struggled with in the past. By the way, all the people that made the great CD Projekt Red games, Witcher 2, Witcher 3, they've all gone. They've all gone, folks. They've all gone. They're no longer there. This is 2019. It's a grift. By the way, Grums, big ups to Grums because he was the one that posted this. So shout out to him for that. But this was Dune, not Dune. Good film.
Yeah.
Dune. June. Words are hard. June 2019. It's a grift. It's always been a fucking grift. And where feminist frequency and Anita Sarkeesian fell apart, this is when Sweet Baby Ink rose. This is they were what, made in 2018?
Yeah.
They were DDoSing people. This has come out in the last few days. They've got connections to Anita Sarkeesian and all of this fucking horse shit. It's a huge fucking grift.
Yes, it is. And it worked. It worked for Anita too. She's not like destitute. She's fine. She took everybody's money for that feminist frequency that never finished.
Exactly.
And took the fuck off.
She took the money. She didn't pay her employees. There was a lot of them that got let go, and they're saying, "Oh, we were working as volunteers." They brought on volunteers.
Okay.
While Anita Sarkeesian was in Italy shopping for art.
Yep. And hanging out
It's
with
a
Joss
hard
Whedon.
look.
Hanging out with Joss Whedon.
Talking Buffy, most likely. Remember how she reacted to Black Buffy?
Yes. Yeah, she was like, oh, what?
Don't do that. Oh. Oh.
Mm.
Well.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just it's a circular grift. You get the Sweet Baby Inks to come into your company. They ESG your company, your game for you. You then produce ESG game, get ESG score to get more ESG money to produce another ESG game. It's a cycle.
It's a cycle. See this?
Yeah, beautiful. That is beautiful.
I got a bunch of them.
So, we call it out and we get the people going, we get the people saying, you're in a, how dare you talk about this? Gaming is for everybody. And then you'll get the same people going, look at you with your toys and your video games in the back. What a baby.
I know.
Which one is it? Which one is it?
They don't know because they're fake.
Exactly.
They don't know because they're fake. They've always been like that. Always will be like that.
Good day, though.
It's a good day.
Good day.
It's a good day.
The more that people are clued into this stuff, the more it can get. Now, it will just, as Picard said at the end of the Drumhead, there will always be these people. It's they won't always be mustache twirling villains. They will clothe themselves in good intentions.
Yes.
But that's where we are. Yes,
that's where we are. But but they are funded. They are funded usually by investors. That's why we're seeing the websites fall apart. We're seeing streaming fall apart. We're seeing Hollywood or post-peak Hollywood. That's just happened. And they're coming to terms with that at this point. Gaming, very vulnerable. This is where we need independent spheres to rise. Also, the gates are falling down, and it's becoming easier to make your own game and make your own movie. It's going to take time. We are early stages of what is going to be a huge paradigm shift because more technology is at your fingertips. It's cheaper. And yes, AI is evil, absolute evil. Gemini is freaking, that was so great. That Gemini mistake was beautiful. It was so good. But as an artistic tool, it will allow more people to make comics, make movies, eventually make games.
A week yesterday, 6 days. There's a chap called Eric July, owns a company called the Ripperverse, releasing their fourth outing, Yaira, which is potentially going to be the fourth $1 million+ comic in a row.
Potentially, yeah.
That's the dude. That's the dude with an idea and a dream.
Yep.
And putting his own capital into it. Going for 4 in a row. 10 p.m. Central next Monday, folks. 10 a.m. 10 p.m. 10 a.m. Central. Next Monday the 11th.
Went to my local shop. Got my Migos,
Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
Written by these little ladies here.
Yeah, the Soska sisters. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Gonna be on FNT this Friday.
Dug this out. I'm going through my room.
Sure.
Some stuff is going to storage because my wife brought back from San Francisco a bunch of comics I haven't seen in like 5 years. So I got to go through them because they were in the storage facility in San Francisco, which we're closing up finally.
finally, we got Razor Fist.
Yeah, his
with
book.
Dropping soon. Graham Nolan has got a Return to Monster Island up on Indiegogo right now. By the way, chat.
Yeah.
In the chat, have I pinned it? Did I pin it? Oh, I pinned the wrong fucking thing. Why? Now I know why Cara was like, "What's with that pinned comment?" It was meant to be. Is this it? Yes. Our friend Graham Nolan. His daughter's apartment block. Very sadly burnt to the ground yesterday. Burnt to the ground. She's lost everything. So I've put the in the top there. I know I am a bit of a boomer. It's Gary's rubbing off on me. That is what she said.
What are you talking about?
So I have linked now in the pinned comment, and not that emoji. The GoFundMe to Graham's daughter. So if you are so inclined, peeps, if you're so inclined, please go help out, because it does suck, big time suck. And that's bloody awful. So Graham, big love for Graham. Yeah, Gary, stop rubbing me.
What?
Stop rubbing me.
I'm not rubbing you.
You're rubbing off on me.
Oh. No, you're just getting older. Welcome to it.
Oh.
Welcome
in that fact.
Yeah. I'm glad
lost
Graham's
everything in a fire
is okay. I'm glad.
Yeah. Oh yeah. She's okay. But
important part.
Thankfully things can be replaced, people can't.
Yep.
But if you'd like to help out, chat, there is the link. Do you know what else burnt to the ground? Sweet baby ink, baby.
I was gonna say Hollywood.
Yeah. Well, pick, actually. Take your pick.
Take your pick. Madam Web. $3 million.
Even bloody Sydney Sweeney took the piss on SNL.
Yeah, I think Dakota Johnson's doing the same too. So props to them for rolling with the punches. The whole Sydney Sweeney thing, because I saw the left freaking out. I saw a couple, one right-wing female pundit going, what's up with boobas? Are boobas woke now? It's like,
oh, that was a dude.
No, well, that was a girl too. No, it was a very well-known right-wing commentator.
Oh, there was right-wing. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, there was a guy
yeah,
who on the left who was basically saying liberals invented boobs. We invented boobs, okay? Liberals fucking invented boobs, all right?
Well,
so don't say that boobs are fucking wokeness is dead, because we fucking invented boobs. We didn't have boobs until we cut them off.
Until they cut them off, covered them up, smashed them down.
Yeah.
I mean, did you watch Endgame? Did you see what they did to Scarlett Johansson? They had to put a metal plate over her tits to keep those bad boys down. They still couldn't. And just flaunting femininity has become it's become common sense. So for any right-wing commentators like, oh, boobs are like supposed to bring us, boobs will bring us together.
Boobs will bring everybody together.
And I hate to ruin the joke, but it's intersectional feminism. That's what we're fighting there, and that's what this commentator was supposed to be against. But
Madam Web,
again, consistency, a really hard thing for some people on the internet.
Do you know what isn't hard? Getting a seat at a Madam Web showing, because it's bringing in $79, and it's still in 3,116 theaters. Nice.
Oh, I've got it turned the wrong way. Sorry.
No.
Right.
Dude, I tried to get one of them.
I got lucky.
I didn't.
They're all in China, so I got one that was in Florida. Some guy had gotten them to Florida. So
It's bidding on one. I didn't win it.
Because this is from Shady Toy Company. Like, you don't know if you're gonna get your shit.
That's So-So. So-So's pretty good.
I don't know about
So-So pretty good. But yeah, it's more the not the people that make them, it's more the distributors that are the shady fucking side, mate.
Yeah.
So that's Madam Web. It's currently on 91 million worldwide. It might hit 3 figures. It's definitely not going to hit the 125 that I thought it
is
might.
it under $200 a theater per theater now?
79.
Oh my god, that's under $100. Sorry, my math is
$79 a theater.
Jesus Christ. Dude, I didn't realize how many people would actually hate the movie. Kind of, this is brand damage. That's what I talked about in my video. Like, it doesn't matter that this is from Sony. Doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't matter. It's brand damage to Marvel. Why do you think Marvel announced the Fantastic Four and then released a fucking X-Men trailer the day after this movie came out? Because they knew it was brand damage. And now the term superhero fatigue is running out there again. And we all, chicken or egg, doesn't matter. The general public is tired of superhero movies because the superhero movies have been total shit.
Mm-hmm.
If you come out with a great superhero movie, chances are it'll do pretty good. But will it do as good as it could have done? That'll always be the question.
Exactly.
So what was the fatigue with Star Wars? We saw diminishing returns. Force Awakens, I didn't like it, but comparatively, it still there still was a lot of hope amongst the fan base. Made a lot of money, shitload of money, killing Han Solo in the most fucking ridiculous way. Next movie makes about 45% less.
Yeah.
Movie after that makes about 45% less, and that's diminishing returns. That's fatigue. However way you want to spin it, it's fatigue. So Superman Legacy is the greatest thing ever made. I think it'll do well. But there will be
I'm not convinced.
Well is not great. I don't know. I'm not convinced it'll make $1 billion. And considering the budget, it needs to.
I right now, I would say 650 to 750. That's what I predict.
Right around the Batman. I would say right around the Batman.
This is Dune 2. In 4 days, nearly 90 million in 4 days domestically. Worldwide, it's 190 million because it's doing really well overseas as well.
Yeah, and it'll be interesting to see the legs on this.
Yes, but that's a fucking good Monday, 7.3 million.
Yeah, I think $1 billion is possible. Absolutely possible. And I hope it hits it. I hope it does. Because if anything, however you felt about the movie, you would think it would start a strategic shift towards, maybe honoring the source material enough. Having the spirit of it. Like I've tried the book. Not going to try the book again. But I think it's a good story and I like it. I like it a lot. I don't think it's the greatest thing ever made, but I like it.
I enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah.
I thought it was a very, very well made film, beautifully shot. Special effects were incredible. I felt immersed in the world. I didn't feel as if I was watching bad special effects or anything like that. I actually thought
the special effects were fucking awesome, dude.
Absolutely off the hook.
Yeah.
The acting, for the most part, I thought was very good indeed. I thought Rebecca Ferguson was fantastic. Lots of great performances.
Yeah, she's good in pretty much everything.
Mm-hmm.
She's pretty good.
And from everything, from an editing perspective, cinematography perspective, I like the whole thing. You can understand why people would fall into it. You could easily understand why. Now, I know that there's some people who I know who have read the books and they're not happy in as much as the way that it changes the source material. I've never read the books. I do not have that reference to do so. But to them, I'm sorry about that and all that. but I think from a cinematic perspective, I think it's an incredible film. So
yeah, really good. It's I hope it makes a lot of money. And we'll see as far as like high quality films for the rest of the year, because I don't think there's many. I think this was one of possibly 2 or 3 this year.
Where'd you see the others?
Maybe Horizon. And I'm like, maybe that's 2-parter from Kevin Costner. It's a Western. We're talking a high quality film. Deadpool 3 is going to do very well. Will it be a high quality film that's not? My concern with Deadpool 3 is it's going to be a giant gimmick and it's not going to have a good through line, a good story in it. Like Deadpool. Deadpool broke the fourth wall, but it balanced with a story that actually did have a little bit of heart, right? And that's why it did so successful. Deadpool 2 didn't have that as much, and that's why it still did really well. Don't get me wrong. And I still mostly like it, but I thought the kid was fucking annoying. I couldn't stand the kid in that.
No, I know
at all. That was fucking terrible. But you know what? Didn't mind Zazie Beetz as Domino. Thought she was fine. But it'll do really well. But as far as like quality film, War of the Rohirrim, I'm hoping that's good. That's the one I want to be a quality film.
Sure.
You know? But yeah, it'll have to be something that kind of it'll be a sleeper, possibly. But yeah, I mean, Ghostbusters, the next Ghostbusters, I want it to be good. Patton Oswalt aside, and Kamal Nanjiani, both fucking idiots, both complete idiots, overcast, overused, need to be done. But I want it to be good. But I mean, it's an old franchise, baby, and we're going to see it for the old Ghostbusters, and we're missing one of the biggest ones, who also happened to be one of the co-writers. Yeah, it's I don't think it's looking too great for Hollywood this year. I think they're going to be down box office wise. I'm going to predict push in 25 to 30%. Well, just because there's fewer releases, like 25-30% down, which is fucking horrific.
Well, you're not going to get. You're definitely not going to get Barbieheimer. Nothing's going to be a Barbieheimer.
No, Barbenheimer came out and Warner Brothers struggled. It didn't do shit for Warner Brothers. Barbie. Yeah.
No, because they took too many losses elsewhere.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
It was the year of the flopbuster. So we had this phenomenon of 2 films being released on the same weekend, something they used to do all the time, by the way, doing really well. And it didn't matter. You know, hey, Disney Marvel had a film that did well, completely drowned out by all the other shit they've done. Guardians 3 is a memory.
Sure.
It's a memory.
And it only did well. I mean, I say it only did well. It made the money, but it did it through word of mouth. It didn't do it through promotion or anything. And it didn't do it because it was a Marvel film. In actual fact, it had a pretty poor opening weekend because people were fucking done with this shit. So they got lucky. And Guardians, again, was separated really from the rest of the Marvel shit. Didn't really play into it at all.
No.
Now you got fucking 5-foot-tall women walking around with wank arms. I'm the most powerful, woman on the planet and stuff. I mean, there's another one next week, but dude, Echo.
Again, talking about brand damage. So the last 3 superhero things, the big last 3 superhero things to come out, or 4, okay, is the Marvels, Aquaman, Echo, Madam Web. That's how they ended their year and began this one. And the next thing we're going to get, X-Men 97.
Okay.
X-Men 97.
Don't care.
And that's just a cartoon. That's just, listen, I'm
preparing.
I'm preparing. I've got my physical media right here.
Let's get physical.
That's right. Let's It's my old collection too, dude.
Now that is what I'm fucking talking about.
I can't. Oh, Ulysses?
Ulysses 31, baby.
I've heard of that.
Dude, this is the best thing ever, right? Because they don't copyright strike you for this.
Okay.
You ready? You ready for this? You ready for this, dude?
I think you've shown me this before.
I know. But this, any fucking excuse.
I hate putting fucking jackets on 1/6 scales, by the way. It's fucking, I hate it.
Let's go with, we won't go with the 5 minute. Let's just go with the 2 minute. They don't hit you for this. Are you, oh my God, dude, are you ready? Oh, chat's ready. Chat's fucking wet as an otter pocket. Wetter than an otter's pocket, the chat. Let's go.
What?
Let's fucking do it.
Wetter than a what?
Wetter than an otter's pocket.
Okay.
Chat's mum knows all about that. Let's go.
Fucking Brit.
This is an 8 scale up scale mode. Fucking hell, this is crazy.
It is the 31st century.
Fuck yeah, it is.
Ulysses killed the giant Cyclops when he rescued the children and his son Telemachus.
Fuck yeah, he did.
But the ancient gods of Olympus are angry and threaten a terrible revenge.
Mortals, you defy the gods? I sentence you to travel among unknown stars until you find the kingdom of Hades. Your bodies will stay as lifeless
as stone.
Ulysses, the way back to Earth has been wiped from my memory.
Father! Oh, Father!
You are alive, my son.
You are alive, my son.
Father and sons, remember them?
Remember
fathers and sons? Holy.
Ulysses.
Oh, fuck yes! Come on, my son.
Ulysses.
Fuck yes! Just it is 80s magic. It's just 80s magic.
Ulysses.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yes!
So you know the FNT theme, by the way. I got that.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah.
Hold on. Yeah, boy.
Barely fits over her tits.
Oh God,
right.
dude, you've already sold me on it.
Dude, it's pretty good.
You already sold me with the ass.
It's pretty good. And she has a different face with a smirk, right? But it's not it's the rogue smile. It's the rogue smile. All right. Yeah, so the FNT theme is based on like it's supposed to be an 80s cartoon theme. That was our template that we went with.
Dan Vasc said what he messaged I don't know how many of us, but he messaged us saying what sort of examples, what themes would you like to sort of see? And I said Ulysses 31.
There you go.
What inspiration. So one of the things I sent to him was Ulysses 31. Yeah, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, stuff used to be fun. Ulysses 31, by the way, is great cartoon. Dungeons and Dragons, what a great cartoon that was. Did you see the Brazilian advert?
Oh, for Dungeons and Dragons? Yeah.
Yeah.
The car one? It's great.
Yes.
Did you see the beer ads that are being that were, I guess, in Chile mixed into Star Wars?
I don't think so.
That's making its way around Twitter.
So that's why we got the meme of the Emperor holding the beer.
Yeah.
Or is that real? I don't know now. Now I'm all confused.
I don't fucking know what's real anymore. to be honest with you.
After I've had a hard day's kicking the Empire's ass, I like to kick back with a brewski.
Hey, did you hear Chris Evans say
he's gay?
Well, I mean, after he said he was gay, Marvel deserves more credit for making some great movies. There would be a lot more good superhero films if they were easy to make. That's a weird way of saying they suck now.
Yeah. A lot of words for saying it's shit.
Yeah.
God, are we gonna see him come back as a fucking Nazi captain?
Oh, Nazi cap? I wouldn't put it past him. You can't rule that out.
Are they gonna go back in time and bring him back? Stop! Take your dick out of fucking Agent Carter and come back. Let's have a look. Chris Evans says Marvel deserves more credit for making some great movies. There would be a lot more good superhero films if they were easy to make. Maybe, just maybe, you should prioritize quality over quantity.
Isn't that what Bob Iger said?
Yeah, but he's talking shit because he doesn't believe
6
that.
months ago, 8 months ago, 12 months ago, and a year ago when he came back.
A year ago, 2 years ago, before he left so that Chapek could get all the shit for his stuff. Before then, he's full of shit, is Iger. And he sold 80% of his stock over the last year or whatever it was. He knows the sinking shit when he sees it.
Yeah. But I mean, like, the only solution to this problem is letting it sit for a little while and recasting Captain America. Do not bring don't bring Robert Downey Jr. back. For what? For what? Some gimmicky movie where they're going to be in a mocap suit?
No, you know what you do, Gary?
What?
You do this Fantastic Four movie with the right intentions, not with the current intentions. You do this Fantastic Four movie with the right intentions. Like you say, they get trapped in the 60s, brought into current day, where there's a brand new Captain America, Iron Man, Hulk. Reset your fucking shit. I don't know if that's going to be good enough because I think the rot is set. But that is, to me, the only way that you've got of salvaging or attempting to salvage anything right now.
I mean, we're in a world where we're getting a Black Falcon Captain America, but then they come out and like say publicly, we can't make a Hulk film.
Well, they don't. It's Universal.
It's over. Yeah, it is, but they could. They could work with Universal. They just don't want to because Universal's like really coming for them right now. And Universal's got Marvel Land, which at the Universal Park, which they are never going to fucking give up, which thank God, because that's real Marvel. They have Universal has the real Marvel Land, and Disney has the fake ass Disney Marvel shit in there.
Echo.
In a world.
Dude.
Echo. They should have
Echo.
They should do an Echo ride.
Agatha Harkness.
Where you put on earplugs and people throw shit at you.
Ironheart. Fake Hawkeye. It's all here.
Yep.
America Chavez. All the dog shit is here. All the dog shit is here. For your non-viewing displeasure.
It's all here. Yeah, I can't imagine why Disney Plus isn't doing very well, and they had to so the bundle, the way they get you now is, especially if you want to watch live TV. I don't know how many people still want to watch live TV.
But
if you want the live TV bundle on Hulu, you have to get Disney Plus and ESPN with it. And it's $89 a month.
Fuck that shit.
Fuck that shit.
You know what they should do? They should get them all, merge them together, and just call it something like cable.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, I'm at the point now. This is like I get write-offs for this shit, and this is my work, and I still I go through and like, hey, no show on this one for 2 months, canceled.
You know how
It's pretty easy.
companies now are going for this push. They're going for this push of streaming. They're going for this push of we are discontinuing physical media. Ubisoft have come out and said gamers need to be comfortable with the idea of not owning the games. So if you don't own the games, but you're paying for the games, but you don't own them, pirating's absolutely fine then. Because you don't own it then either. So isn't pirating, they are advocating for piracy?
As far as streaming is concerned, their piracy is going to make a massive comeback. It's making a massive comeback. Old Pirate Bay. Doing real
well, LimeWire's come back, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Back from the fucking dead. LimeWire's come back. It's called privateering. There you go.
Oh, shit. The Gentleman series premieres on Netflix in 2 days.
Is it 2 days? That is a absolutely amazing film.
It is.
It is an amazing film. If you haven't seen The Gentleman, Guy Ritchie's The Gentleman movie, I think it's up on Netflix at the minute. Possibly on Netflix at the minute or Amazon, one of the two. Go check that film out because it is fucking fantastic. And it starts with Cumberland Gap, which is an incredible tune as well. But that film is superb. I'm looking forward to the series.
It's out in 2 days.
We'll see. We'll see.
We'll see. The Continental was shit. The Continental was absolute dog shit. It was fucking terrible.
Comics loved it, didn't he?
It was dog shit. It was woke dog. Yeah, I think he came around later. I'm not sure.
No.
But it was woke dog shit. I fucking hated it. I didn't even finish it. Oh. It was Garbaggio, says the chat. I agree. So we'll see.
I didn't watch it. I had no interest. The trailers made it look like absolute trash.
Well, apparently that they didn't Keanu wasn't even consulted or anything about it.
Dude, the remaking the ballerina or whatever it's called.
Oh, they delayed it for a year.
Probably so they could reshoot it. What does that tell you?
More Anna de Armas boobs?
I mean, I'd be perfectly okay with Anna de Armas boobs.
Shoot those in IMAX.
Shoot them in 8K. But it's not a good sign.
Boobs are back on the menu, boys.
I hope so. I like them. Sometimes on women. Anyone can make 2 mistakes in a week.
Sure. Oh no.
But yeah, it's not a good sign when it's just like, oh, do you know what? We're gonna delay this a whole year. Why is that? Oh, we're remaking it again. Oh. So what the fuck did you just make? That's what I want to see what they made.
Well, I mean, there has to be so there's a desire there, we still need to get some money back. We need to reshoot this and make it right. At what point do you just go, fuck it? No. But you can't. With the current system, you can't do that. You can't just pull the plug. The tax write-off thing is rare that Warner Brothers is doing. Whether you like it or not, it's rare. Most of the time you're contractually obligated to put this shit out. You got to make it work. And it's more expensive now than ever. But honestly, do we need a ballerina?
No.
I like Anna de Armas. I like her fine. Do we need this? No.
She's a very attractive woman. But remember the film that she did with Chris Evans? where she was the hero and he was the bum. Nobody saw it, Gary.
Yeah.
Nobody
I did not see
saw it. I can't even remember what it was called. I think it was called Chris Evans is a Cuck. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Nobody gives a shit about this stuff. Hey, look, it's John Wick, but we gave him a vagina. Ghosted. It was called Ghosted, I think.
Yeah. Proper name for a movie that's forgotten.
Oh, that is perfect name because the audience ghosted seeing it. Hold on, I need to see what this. What did it come out at the cinema? Did it come out at the cinema, or was it?
I don't think it did. It may be in a limited run, but no, that was a Netflix movie.
Was it a Netflix movie?
Yeah.
Jeez. Oh, here we go. Yeah, domestic box office non-applicable. Apple TV Plus. It was Apple TV.
Oh, even more ghosted.
So absolutely nobody saw it then. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, Silo's on Apple TV, and I'm not watching it on Apple TV. Just saying.
I've heard Silo's good.
Here,
but I'm not getting Apple TV. I'm not gonna get Apple TV.
Apple TV. Fuck Apple. I'm still pissed about Final Cut Pro. Dakota Johnson has I shared it with you. Make sure not to share your messages. It's on Twitter. This is from our friend Verbal Riot, associated with
Good man.
Film Threat. Good man.
Very good man.
He'll be with us in 5 days for our Oscar event on Film Threat.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure he'll be there. Yeah, Dante.
Am I going to be there? I don't know. I thought I was invited, then I haven't heard shit from Chris. Am I on that or not? I don't know.
You're on it. You're coming. He actually maybe he can only invite one of us at a time or remember, because he invited me this time. I've got my tux picked out. I'm ready to go. I'm sure Dante will be on like 20 gummies and
hell yeah.
Yeah, and ready to go. But this is from Dante. We love Dante, by the way.
Subscribe, follow Verbal Riot. On Twitter.
Does it bother you when people write nasty reviews? Unfortunately, I'm not surprised that this has gone down the way it has. Is there a reason for that? It's so hard to get movies made, and in the big movies that get made, and it's even starting to happen with the little ones, which is what's really freaking me out and the rest of Hollywood. Decisions are being made by committees. And art does not do well when it's made by committee.
Yeah.
Films are made by a filmmaker and a team of artists who earn their way there on merit around them. You cannot make art based on numbers or algorithms. My feeling has been for a long time that audiences are extremely smart.
Correct.
For that, she gets that.
Yeah.
And executives have started to believe they're not. Audiences will always be able to sniff out bullshit.
Oh, wait. This is pretty fucking base shit going on here.
This is some base shit.
Yeah.
Even if films start to be made with AI, humans aren't going to fucking want to see those. This is true.
I'm kind of getting a little bit turned on now. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, a little bit of a chub going on. But it was definitely an experience for me to make that movie. It was definitely an experience. I love how she put that. I had never done anything like it before. I probably will never do anything like it again because it doesn't make sense in that world. But I know that now. But sometimes in the industry, you sign on to something and it's one thing, and then as you're making it, it becomes completely different. It becomes a completely different thing, and you're like, wait, what? But it was a real learning experience, and of course, it's not nice to be part of something that's ripped to shreds, but I can't say that I don't understand. Bravo! That's how it's done. That is how it's done.
Dakota Johnson may have been in the worst movie of the year. and we're only in February. But what she's saying about the current state of film industry is spot on. Gotta respect her for being outspoken about this when so many cowards, that's such a good word, in the industry just stay quiet and continue to peddle shit.
Both her and Sydney Sweeney are coming out of this looking pretty fucking good. They were just in the biggest flop of the year, and this might actually help their career, their attitude towards the audience, respecting the audience and understanding and explaining, like, hey, why it's bad. Why it's bad. We don't put it on the actors for the most part. It's when the actors
hold the fort down 2 seconds.
Yeah. It's when the actors come out and shit on us to cover up the mistakes of inept creatives and make it an enemy of the fan. This is why you're seeing the tide turning. This is why you're seeing people like the Act Man all of a sudden go, well, I would love to talk to Az right now. Oh, really? Would you? We're going to see a lot of people going, I was never for cancel culture. I was always against this woke stuff. It's like, and fuck you. It's good that you're coming around, but screw you. But these two coming out, like Sydney Sweeney came out and trolled Madam Web on SNL. That's all you need to do. One little line. I was in a movie called Madam Web. You probably didn't see it. Boom. You're instantly relatable, likable. It's like, haha, we were in this dumb thing. Let's move on. Instead of coming out, calling the fans racist, bigoted, pulling a couple of comments off of Instagram, be they real or not, to try to create a narrative, running an entire article in Variety with the Rings of Power, just trying to get ahead of the backlash by calling half the fandom racist and insinuating Tolkien was a fascist. Let's not forget that. We won't. It's not hard. But it's going to be hard for Hollywood now. It's going to be really fucking hard to win back half your audience that's gone forever. Sure, you'll get some, but you'll never get all. We just saw a great example of that with Doctor Who. David Tennant, Catherine Tate, come back to fucking Doctor Who. Russell T. Davies comes back. We heard a bunch of shit, but we still had to see the show. Within 10 minutes, people were out. And it was never going to get the numbers it had before. And me and Az said that. We said, yeah, you'll probably get some people back, but it'll be 70% curious, but you'll never get 100%. There's always that percentage of fuck you, I'm out. I'm done. I am done forever. That's where I'm at with modern comics right now. It would take a miracle for me to go to like subscribe to brand new comics from Marvel and DC at a comic store. It's not going to fucking do it. Not going to do it. I got plenty to read. I got, a hobby that I have loved for well over 40 years. They don't get my money anymore. They don't deserve it. They don't deserve your money, but it's up to you. It's up to you. So Hollywood is finding that out now. They're going to have to deal with this shrinkage. And one way that makes things better is Dakota Johnson. Boobs. Yes, of course. Boobs. And I'm just being honest, being relatable, and respecting the real money, which Hollywood took for granted. Corporations take for granted. The comic industry took for granted. The customer, not the consumer, the customer.
Do you know the funny thing about Doctor Who? Is they stepped all over their gay doctor by making Tennant's 14th Doctor gay.
They did. Well, and dude, Jodie's was gay. Jodie was gay. She was gay for Yaz. There was
no.
Yaz.
She
They landed on a fucking bed together and practically scissored.
Oh.
In the TARDIS.
I didn't watch that bit.
I did.
I just watched her telling the guy with cancer that she didn't give a shit.
Oh, you know what I just watched? I watched this when Doctor Who was good. I'll tweet it out later because I meant to tweet it out yesterday. One of the best fucking scenes in all of Doctor Who, and it went dark. It went truly dark. Asylum of the Daleks. When it's revealed that Oswin, the whole souffle thing.
Yeah, your souffle in the oven.
She was made when a potential companion was made into a Dalek souffle. They literally took a pretty girl, cut her up, and turned her into a Dalek and stuck her in the Dalek. And she didn't know she was a Dalek. And the reveal of that is unfucking believable. Because it's really, if you look at it, it's a girl boss moment flipped on its fucking head. Because she is able to hack in to the Dalek, to not the mainframe, but that fucking Wi-Fi that they have.
Yeah.
Wi-Fi that they have. And the doctor said, I was never able to do that. She's all, come meet the girl who has. She's all smiling. She's got a smirk, and Matt Smith's doctor walks in the room, and then his face just drops, and the music hits. Great Murray Gold music. And she's all, what's the matter? And he's all, does it look real to you? And you're like, what the fuck? And we were doing a watch party at the Comic Outpost at the time. And like when the reveal hit, we're just like, what the fuck? Because it was brutal. It was brutal.
You knew something was up because it just didn't make a lick of sense. Well, she's making fucking souffles with a beautiful makeup on, looking really pretty, and a nice little but being in
hints were there.
Being in like a little box, it didn't make any sense.
The hints were there, but when you still saw the Dalek with the chains on it.
Oh, the chains around it.
Oh, fuck. And she's all, I am not a Dalek. I am not a Dalek. Oh, it's so fun. And then you see her getting trapped and then about to cut her up. Well, fuck. And this is the kind of bullshit that Gail Simone would call fridging. No, it's called fucking good storytelling.
Good storytelling.
Fucking good storytelling.
It's called giving motivation to a character. But what does Gail Simone fucking know about shit? Nothing.
But even the doctor brings it up. But where does she get the milk? For the souffle. What? For the souffle. Where does she get the milk?
Yeah.
Such a fucking good episode. I love that episode, man.
There was, the
choppy season.
A lot of good stuff. Even in when things were getting ropey, there was still some amazing stuff. Parody had awful stuff to work with for the most part.
Yep.
But he turned a lot of that into spun gold out of the thread. He really did. Heaven Sent.
It's a damn shame they never stuck with what Oswin did, because it wasn't Clara. It was Clara Oswin Oswald. She erased the doctor from the Dalek's memory. They should have really stuck with that. That would have been cool.
There's lots of cool things with the Daleks that they should stick with, but the point is they have to bring them in once a season, otherwise they lose their rights.
Yes, this is true. This is very true. And I thought, for one, it was one of the darkest things they've ever done with the Daleks, with the human Daleks, with the stock, and they're just sleepers. And as silly as that, like the Dalek stock coming out the head, it's still like, it was creepy as fuck. It was really good. Really well done. Really well done.
God, oh, geez, dude, you're gonna get me fucking.
I know. No, I watched that. I watched the scene and then I watched the episode because it is one of my all-time faves. And Matt Smith, great doctor. I think as time goes on, he will get a lot more respect for his performance as the doctor. That youngster could pull it off. He could look old.
I kept saying this, Matt Smith, his ability to make a 20-something-year-old man, because he started Doctor Who when he's 27, to a 20-something-year-old man coming across like a thousands-year-old doctor is an unbelievable talent. He was the oldest young man I'd ever seen.
Yep.
In the way that he portrayed the oldest young man.
You have to see House of the Dragon. He is phenomenal as Daemon Targaryen.
Give me 3 good seasons and I'll watch it.
Okay.
Give me 3 good seasons. Finish it. 3 seasons. Finish it. Tell me.
It's only going to be 4 seasons.
I thought it's 3. Oh, is it going to be?
No, it's going to be 4 because the episode count is shorter, so they can turn them around faster. So we're going to get like season 3 within a year now instead of 2. And season 2 comes out in June. Yeah.
Okay. Well, you keep me posted on that.
Sure.
But you said about Marvel, I did. I did pick up Ultimate Spidey.
I heard it's really good. I've been tempted as hell because I love Spider-Man.
I know, and I'm not. It is the first 2 issues are very good. I enjoyed them a lot.
I got Silvestri's Batman and Joker, and that was good.
I got that later through, through a private seller.
Same here. I bought it from a dude at a con. Yeah.
But I am 100%. I absolutely, because you talked about Marvel there. You're not going to do it. Yeah. And I'm talking about House of the Dragon because of Game of Thrones. So it just depends on which side you sort of fall on. But put it this way, we're out of there on a lot of stuff. We're just out of there. There's no point. No point giving them money. No point buying their fucking shit anymore. If we weren't YouTubers, if we weren't doing this for content so we could actually put it in front of an audience and say, hey, this is what we honestly think. It's honestly good. It's honestly bad. Whatever. But it's still up to the audience whether or not they decide to take our advice or not take our advice at the end of the day.
Yep.
But there are so many things that are just out. And you wonder, and you look at your Marvels, your DCs, you look at your TV, your film. I'm looking at, I'm spending more money on back issues than anything. That's where I'm filling up, back issues. Because, as you've said, if every comic fell apart tomorrow, if every comic industry closed down tomorrow, every fucking one, Rippaverse, the whole job lot, we have more comics than we could read in our lifetime.
Oh yeah,
to enjoy. And that's what industries are not understanding.
They're not. I was thinking about my collection. I got to get them all in one place at some point. It's ridiculous.
Oh yeah, yours are all over the place.
They're all over the place.
Mine is sort of over the place in different rooms, but they're all in the house.
Yeah, and like actually, a lot of it's just going to go in the shop whenever we decide to do that. The shop that my kid'll run. But yeah, like the I've been diving into like the weird fucking Silver Age DC stuff because I never read it. I just never did. And then I'm digging into some of the post World War II Silver Age Cap, which I never read because it wasn't really reprinted a lot. It's fucking expensive. It's hard to get. Yeah, there's plenty. There's plenty of stuff. 70s DC, lots of 70s DC. I'm good. Don't need to buy anything new. And that's part of it. Comic industry is now competing against itself, but it can't be undersold that, and Razorfist likes to point this out. And I saw it. The French comic book industry is insane. Absolutely.
It's bigger than America.
Healthy, vibrant, insane, as insane as manga. As insane. But manga in America has absolutely just wiped out the American comic book industry. It's stolen all of its market share as far as young people. It's 10,000 to 1 young people reading manga to reading an American comic book, and I'm probably underestimating that quite a bit.
Yes, the French.
Yes, the French. There is a bande dessinée. There is a French comic book industry that is thriving. It's great. It's more focused. It's like they like their Tintin shit, but there's also like it's fantasy noir. It's not superhero. It's not superhero based, which is really fucking cool. They like their superheroes. They do. I saw DC reprinted Batman in order in these volumes that's only for the French. And it's like, fuck, that would look so awesome in a bookcase, but it's all in French. And
they've started doing the bigger runs again, haven't they, DC? They put Batman Year One out. They put Batman Hush out, reprinted them, put them in different covers, still as floppies, but did them in different.
Yeah.
But the French
comic book store, and it looked like a comic book store. It had a good balance of back issues, hardcovers, trades, toys, a little bit of games. I mean, that's what a comic book shop is. It was beautiful in there. A multi-leveled, by the way, and it was packed. It was fucking packed.
Only downside, French.
You got to read French. But no, I bought comics off the fucking street. I was walking on a bridge and there's newsstands. There's newsstands with all their French shit. And I had to. I'm like, oh my God, these weird reprints of Daredevil and Spider-Man. I was on the street. It was a very nice day. It was a beautiful day in Paris.
I got a fair bit of the Teen Titans, Perez, Wolf, and Prez. There's a few more that I need to pick up, but I got most of that. Got most of that run now. Oh God, yes, guys. We have enough stuff. We have enough stuff. Hey. Guess what?
What's up?
I need to subscribe.
Oh yeah.
Live in 23 hours is the next one day in Minor Earth.
So Animation Vault is the gentleman who did Gary's Geeks, the comic shop one, former animator of Family Guy, just in his spare time. Rick and Morty, amongst many other things. Fan of the Fellowship 199, watches all our stuff, and just in his spare time threw this together. And that's fucking awesome. So give him a sub and go check out. It'll be out tomorrow.
Tomorrow is 7 p.m. UK time, so 1 p.m. Central.
Yep.
We got more than enough stuff.
Yeah,
to last.
Yeah, we're good. So all we have to do is sit back and watch and enjoy it. Unfortunately, all the things we loved have been destroyed. Our culture has been irreparably damaged, not unfixable, but mortally wounded. And we have been villainized, demonized, all for just making this stuff popular and loving it. And knowing it better than anybody who tried to adapt it. And we said, at first it was like, hey, maybe you don't want to go in that direction. Shut up, you bigot. That's what the response was. That's what the response was. And the canary in the coal man for this, the precursor was the American comic book industry. Look how that's doing now. Oh, it's not doing.
No, it's not. It's not doing it. So, speaking to some people yesterday, Gary, about comics.
Oh yeah.
And I just did a breakdown of current DC. And it read like a parody. It read like an absolute clown show of what's going on. Oh, hey, let's check in on let's check in on look, they're doing that character's that's what it was like. It was just a complete and utter breakdown of it felt
let's
like
check it on Robin.
If you were gonna take a beat. Yeah.
Let's check it on Superboy. Yeah.
How's Aqualad doing? Oh, he's black and gay. How's Robin doing?
Gay.
Oh, he's sucking a dick. How's Superboy? Oh, he's sucking a dick. Oh, how's Hawk Girl doing? Talking to some woman who's telling her that she might be a man and hitting on her at the same time. It was literally just one after the other, after the other, after the other, after the other, after the other. And it was just, why are there 4 Wonder Women? One of them's black, one of them's brown, one of them's white. And it's just like, what is going, why is Steel got a gay daughter robot? And this was all based off of seeing the center here. Hold on. I got where is it? Come on, where is it? Here it is. Because I picked up this for the art germ cover. For the art germ cover, right? Right. This is Sunli Lau art germ. Love his stuff. Love his artwork. But I didn't. This is Batman 134. The story in it is absolute. I mean, I don't know the context of some of it, obviously, because I'm not buying this shit. But this is fucking trash. I don't know what the fuck I'm meant to be reading here, but it's some fucking alternate timeline Batman fucking night. Oh my God, I don't give a fuck. Absolute garbage. But this whole conversation, folks, was based off this. was based off this, which is Dawn of DC. This is the way that they wanted to promote Dawn of DC. And it was just like, what the actual fuck is this? What the fuck is this?
It's find the straight person. It's like, where's Waldo?
Well, that
It's
ain't
like,
happening.
Find the straight person.
Who's this other Batman? Who's this fucker? Who's this fuckwit here? You can have covered up Starfire. You can have gay Steel Daughter. You can have I don't need no Hawkman. You can have Black Woman. You can have Brown Woman. You can have Wonder Woman. You can have a Wonder Daughter. You can have a gay Superman and a gay Aqualad and a gay Robin and a.
That is like, I think, how did they gay up that pose with gay Superboy too?
It's like I'm arching my back. Yeah, he's got, as I said, he's got a.
What would Brian Boitano do?
He's got a lot of experience in back manipulation. It was. I mean, this is Dawn of DC. Dawn of DC. What are you fucking kidding me?
Again, what are they doing? Another Crisis?
Yes.
Oh,
I believe they are.
Oh my god! I mean, they're DC.
That's what I've heard. They are.
Crisis across all publishing. That's what it should be called.
Yeah. Crisis in sales is what it should be called. DC Crisis in sales. It's fucked, dude.
Crisis on Diverse Earths.
I mean, never mind. I mean, that is saying to you, we were laughing. That is saying to your current crop of readers, oh, you're fucked. And it's saying to prospective readers, don't even fucking come near us with a barge pole. This is what we'll do. Oh, thank God. Thank you for warning me. Appreciate that. Appreciate you warning me about that. Woo.
Dude.
Holy. And the irony, of course, about Crisis, dude, as you well and truly know, the irony about Crisis is that Crisis on Infinite Earths back in the 80s, Wolfman Perez, was created to sort out all of their shit.
Was to
sort out their mess and put it into a succinct universe. Ever since then, every other Crisis has been to create a fucking crisis.
Yeah, it just leads to another crisis. Yeah, Crisis across the remaining comic stores.
Yeah, whichever ones are open, whichever ones haven't closed down.
Oh, Brian Hibbs is happy because I guess Comic Book Wednesday is back, so like things are easier for him, and maybe the stupid fucking industry might realize someday that's all that guy ever cared about. He didn't care about the comic book industry. He hates all competitors. He's a snake, and that's the thing. You know, I publicly apologize to every comic outpost customer for ever selling my shop. Dude, so selling my shop to Brian Hibbs.
They're super queeros.
Yeah. Absolutely. One of the worst things to happen to comic book retailing ever.
News, dude. Good news.
What?
It closed down.
I know it did. But I still owe all my old customers apologies.
The guy that knows everything about comics, that is quite happy to tell the industry how they should be running comics. His comic shop closed down, Gary.
Yep, his second one. And he wants to, when he retires, he wants to have his shop be a collective.
Well, that's a great word.
Because it's a socialist, but he complains about the minimum wage being raised all the time. Hey,
dude, let's crack into some soups.
Let's do it. Mahler's editing the Return of the King video.
Yeah. His Return of the King video has gone a bit poop, and he's released on
YouTube.
Sunday.
The copyright claiming gods have made things very hard.
That's what she said.
That's what she said. Probably due to the length.
That is definitely what she said. Outraz S299 with a $5 says, "Hail the real BBC. As could you do a little review of what happened in Transformers and Ultimate Spider-Man?" I'll say maybe. But Alcatraz, do you want me to tell you? Do you want me to just be real with you and honest? Comic book fucking videos do shit because nobody cares anymore. That's the problem. Nobody's fucking interested. Nobody fucking cares. It's the least watched thing that they'll do, which is sad. But I mean,
well, the sadder thing is like the only comic book video worth making right now is the death of the American comic book industry. I think that might be the only one that'll get any interest because culturally, it's irrelevant.
Yeah,
it's made itself irrelevant. And the only exciting news is there is the possibility of a burgeoning independent industry, which is in its very early stages. And those things cycle through, by the way. Independent comics have always been around and they will always be around. But what comic book needs is like an independent scene like film had in the 90s. That's what it needs. And it's had those in the past. It needs a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It needs something like that. But time will tell. Time will tell. Eric's on the right trajectory for sure. And there's other people out there trying, and we need them to do that.
Dude.
We need them to do that. But as far as like American comic books, completely irrelevant. Completely.
Hey, do you want to see some do you want to see some great current day comic from DC?
Oh boy.
Actually. Maybe later.
Maybe later.
Is it?
I know which page you're talking about. I know which page you're talking about. Yeah, and you can't you got to find a way to.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I saw that. I was just like, what the fuck?
I know. Altraz S299 with another $5 as well says, also Gary, my local comic shop has run out of classic Thor. Any chance you can check your shop for Thor from 250 to 400 would be greatly appreciated.
250 to 400. They'd probably have it. If you're in the San Antonio area, you go to Heroes and Fantasies. Good shop.
There you go. Marvelous DC Girl has been a bard for 9 months. Thank you. Now we can they were the early birds, so they didn't get onto to SteamYard, I'm afraid, but here's the rest. Matt Guillemette with a 5 Canadian. In your guys' opinion, which YouTuber is worse shill for Disney? Don't care, because I don't watch. So I don't care.
Yeah, I honestly wouldn't know at this point.
Don't care. TGV Monster with a $5. Given everything that makes your make your movies because you're not going to get anything from Hollywood. More people from there need to stand up to these freaks. I mean, it's an industry of fear because they want their jobs.
Yeah. Yep.
There you go. K-Man has been a member for 16 months. Thank you, K-Man. Big Raj with a 2 Canadian super sticker. Got to be a thumbs up because it's from Big Raj. Thank you, Big Raj. Benjamin Flensburg, a member for 44 months. Thank you, Benjamin. 44. Speaking of gay representation and stuff, Dan Vasc gifting 20 memberships to the stream. That's Brazilian, folks. That is at least £1.50.
Oh my god, that's a year's worth of salary right there for Dan. That's pretty generous, actually.
Rodney King Shark with a $5. Aye, man. Sweet baby ain't no sweet baby of mine. I'ma get my sugar from Idaho. You dig? I think that was something about tits. Something about tits or something.
I heard tits. That's all I heard.
Yeah, something about tits. Tim Franz with a membership for 22. Hey up, lads. Here's to the Hoos Fund, quality entertainment, and the fellowship. Hail as Gary and Mauler. Thank you, Tim. Appreciate you. Bashy Washy gifting 20 memberships to the stream as well. Bashy Washy, my beautiful Arabian prince. Thank you. JJ Sickman with a €6 Thank you for your time and entertaining us. Hope you have as much fun as us. Is Act Man even relevant? He's got plenty of people watching him.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he's a big channel. I've never watched it because, massive gamer that I am. But yeah, huge following. Huge following.
I'd watched a couple of things before the whole Starfield thing. I'd watched a couple of things.
The first time I heard of him was when he got demonetized. And
yes, I think that's what. Yeah,
we backed him up on that. It's the internet, man.
No good deed goes unpunished. Captain Furlaw with the 2 Canadian. Atmat cries over Halo 2 commercials, for God's sake. I mean, in all fairness, Halo 2 looks fucking... The second season of Halo looks fucking trash. But there again, the first season was absolute trash.
Yeah, it's out. It's out. And just...
Is anyone even watching it?
I don't know.
I don't know. Ministry of Wrong Think with a $10. We owe people like... how do you pronounce that? Kyle,
and V, lack of entertainment.
For being on the front lines early with Sweet Baby Saga and the other BSing games.
Yeah, lack of entertainment. Good channel.
Yeah, I mean, I think I was doing an afternoon tea, and somebody told me, they said, "Hey, Az, you need to look into Sweet Baby Inc." So I did. I looked in Sweet Baby Inc. and I think we had a chat about it the next week, possibly on afternoon tea. And then, of course, the whole Alan Woke 2 Electric Boogaloo video that I did on Sweet Baby Stink. And how things have grown. Shadow Roo with a €10 says, I know a lovely lady called oh my God, names are hard. Kirsty Verstal?
Verstal?
Kirsty Verstal. Sorry for butchering who was her name. That has been trying to shine a light on all of this DIE stuff overall for months now. We've been doing it for years, man, but yeah, I get you. I mean, we've been talking about this shit since together, I only say from you and I together since 2020. Hey, dude.
Yeah.
It's our 4-year anniversary this month, man.
It is?
4 years together as a couple.
Feels like 10.
4 years of 2 streams nearly every week for 4 years.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Crazy, hey?
Crazy.
We are married. We are clearly a married couple.
And my social battery is drained because of
do you know how to fill that up? Hit that super chat button.
Oh, I was just going to take a sip of coffee. That's usually.
Oh no! Didn't you see the thing about the social battery being drained?
No.
DSP social battery drained. Super chats memberships recharge.
Are you kidding me? No,
it's a whole thing. It's a thing. B Buster with a $2.
He'll outlive us all.
He will. He'll outlive the apocalypse. Fucking cockroaches do, and pig roaches. B Buster with a $2. Hashtag pay pigs forever. Chiboy. Peace or utter destruction with a $5. How does a noob get into collecting comics? I like Batman, Superman. How do you know which ones are good?
Read them.
Yeah, I mean, I was fortunate enough to start with the current stuff, which I wouldn't recommend doing now. Number one, for if anything, it's $6 a fucking book. Are you fucking kidding me?
What a joke.
$6 for 20 pages? Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, I'd start hitting some dollar bins and just find something you like.
Sure. That's a really good thing. Hitting some dollar bins. Trying to find you'll get some Batman comics in there, some Superman comics in there. And then you tend to find when you read those, you may want to continue the story that you're reading, or it might at least intrigue you to sort of pick up the runs nearby and things like that. But back issues are easily the most affordable and the best in terms of quality way of getting into stuff like that, dude. So check out your local comic book stores, they do back issues for a start.
The key to, I mean, if you want to start, I would just, you got to read it, but collect what you like.
Yes.
It's really that simple. And to answer Cobra Thor's question, guys, what's the name of the Gary's Comic Shop cartoon channel? It was Animation Vault and One Day in the Comic Shop. That's the name of the video.
Zipper. I know that name. Slightly different spelling, but I know that name. With a 10 pounds, Sargon said it best. They are wearing the skin suit of things we love to push their DIE nonsense. I don't even think they're wearing a skin suit anymore because it's not even resembling what it should resemble. It's not even, I mean, it certainly started off that way. That's the way that they Trojan horsed it, was wearing the skin suits. But now it's full fucking mask off now.
Yeah, which is great.
Yeah, because people can see exactly what's going on.
You know, I want their ideas out there. I want them to expose everything they are so we can mock them into oblivion.
Amen. I mean, Sweet Baby, you think about it, folks. Sweet Baby Inc. got mad at this tracker account on Steam, which only, by the way, created the Streisand effect and drew more people to follow them.
Yep.
I think they're on like 150,000 followers now. But Sweet Baby Inc. got mad that a company did a tracker based off their own website of games that they said they worked on. Why would you do that? If you're proud of your work, if you believe in your work, why would you be mad at somebody doing a Sweet Baby Inc. tracker on a game?
If you believe in what you're doing, why are you keeping it secret? You should be proud
Why
of
have
it.
you protected your Twitter and your Instagram account? Because it's not ever for the gamer. They were never created for the gamer. They were created for the company to ESG it, DIE it, to pump up their social scores and the ESG so they could get their fucking loans from BlackRock and Vanguard et al. That's what their purpose is. Nothing to do with the gaming industry in terms of making games better. They were literally there to socially engineer. And they got found the fuck out.
Sorry to get political, but briefly,
Sure.
Razor Fist is having a good day too. Arizona Senator Kristen Sinema is stepping down.
Ah.
Wow.
Well, he lives in that Arizona place.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
It's a good day for a lot of people, including myself.
It's a good day.
It's a good day. You're on a pretty good day yourself.
Am I? Yeah, you know, I was just getting a bunch of shit for saying Blade Runner 2049 sucks, but that's good.
That's nerd shit, though. That's just nerd shit.
I mean, we can discuss media literacy or illiteracy from the people who think that Blade Runner 2049 is superior to the original film, which is hilarious.
I haven't watched Blade Runner 2049. I've only watched the original.
Yeah, you're fine with that.
After
it was never supposed to have a sequel. The whole debate about the film is ruined by the second one, which is essentially at times pretty orange, and Harrison Ford couldn't even be fucking bothered to put on anything other than a t-shirt he found at Walmart. And it's robots. It's two robots going to save the robot girl who's the key to everything. That's pretty much the movie.
Okay. Yeah. Dude, after Matrix 2 and 3, I wish I'd never. It's one of those instances where you're just like, I'm okay just to have watched the first one, and I think we're good.
Yeah. Watch Razor Fist as a review. That's a very accurate review of that film.
Just watch Razor Fist, period.
Yeah.
He's fucking great. Ultimate Breaker 240 with a $20. I work for a utility company in NC, North County. I don't know. You tell me, Gary.
What? North Carolina or North County? I worked at a utility company in NC. Guess what showed up in some of our trading? Fucking pronouns. Probably North Carolina. North County, San Diego is where I grew up.
North Carolina, just say okay.
North Carolina.
Yeah, because electricity needs pronouns. I had a call today from a courier they said, you've sent this package to this country. And I said, yes. And they said, we need to have the phone number of the person it's going to. And I said, you have the address to be where it's to be delivered to. They said, yes, but we need a telephone number. And the telephone number we have is yours, which is in this country. I said, well, that's the beauty. I said, that's good news. You don't deliver to a telephone number. You deliver to the address, which is correct on the parcel. You can't deliver it unless you give us the telephone number. Because it's all about data collection.
Yes.
That's
absolutely.
all it is. Data collection, data collection, data collection.
By the way, this segment brought to you by BetterHelp. I'm sorry, that was data theft. That was data
theft, yes. Wow. Still doing adverts on channels,
I can't believe that. I mean, like, they've had previous scandals, but as Mahler, as we pointed out on EFAP, the Stuckmanized EFAP, when he replaced, dude, Mahler was genius with this. He replaced Stuckman's BetterHelp commercial with a video exposing them for getting fined millions of dollars for illegally sharing people's personal data when you're in mental health, which is the most fucking evil thing you can possibly think of.
Yeah, dude, I love watching the Smallville podcast, and when I'm watching it, and then Michael Rosenbaum will just stop and, do you know what really gets me through? And yeah, they'll do a better health advert, and I'll be like,
you know what gets me through some of the worst episodes of Smallville? It's better health.
Hey, they haven't got to this shit yet.
We should do it. We should. You know what gets me through the era of DEI and woke Hollywood? Better health. When a pronoun pisses me off, better health.
Yeah. When I'm screaming fucking pronouns at a screen, what gets me through? Better health.
Better health.
Ashcore with a $2 says, hey lady, how you doing? I'm doing good. How you doing? Diano with a £5 says, did you see the writer for SEAL Team suing CBS for discrimination because he is a straight white male? Wow.
Because of DEI. This is true.
Good. Oh, dude, the lawsuits are going to be the best thing about this. The discriminatory lawsuits. And the irony is they're going to be done by straight white men. It's going to be the most bizarre thing in history when it all starts happening. Crazy.
When Allison Mack got out of prison, she used better health.
Yeah. After 1.5 years of a 3-year sentence in prison.
Oh, yeah. For helping, by the way, cult leaders in there for the rest of his life.
Oh, yeah. 100. You think he's jailed for like 126 years?
Female privilege.
Well, she rolled on him.
Yeah.
I mean, she also testified against him.
Yeah.
Val with a £10 says, as long as the product like Baldur's Gate is good, I don't care about the pronoun preferences. However, if it affects the quality or involves retconning, I won't tolerate it. It's all about goodwill. Yeah, one of the things back in 6 months ago, the Act Man said was, you can put a penis on a woman in Baldur's Gate 3, but I don't hear anyone complaining about that or don't hear any videos about that. And that was because most people like Baldur's Gate 3. It was a hugely popular game, massively popular. So the silliness wasn't affecting the quality. But when your game is shit, like Alan Woke 2, like Forspoken, the certain side quests in Spider-Man and a lot of Spider-Man 2 rhetoric with Mary Jane and everything like that, with Starfield, with stuff like that, then yes, people notice because the game itself has suffered as a consequence of just nonsense. But when people are involved and lost in gameplay, then they can forget about that stuff. So if it comes at the expense of the product, yeah, that's what's going to make people talk about it. But when the most important thing to talk about the game is the gameplay, how good it is, how rich in the story is, blah blah blah, that takes over. That'll be priority, and I think that should. EO with a £20 says, follow developers, not the studio. The studio is just the name, correct? If the developers that make it, good or bad, e.g. Blizzard North, Diablo, devs left and started a new studio and made Torchlight, 1, 2, a truer Diablo 3. Yeah, I mean, wasn't Grum's part of Blizzard North, wasn't he? Because he was involved in that stuff to start with. But yes, we actually mentioned earlier in the stream, you talk about BioWare, you talk about CD Projekt Red, Rocksteady, stuff like that. For the most part, Blizzard, certainly from the earlier days, they've gone, they've left. The good people are no longer at the studios. They've all gone, either started studios of their own, moved elsewhere. Yeah, and all that's left is a name. BioWare's been on the ropes since, mid-2010s. And if the next Dragon Age fails, holy shit. I think BioWare might go. I think EA might just fucking close the thing down. Visual Rebel with a £5 says, discrimination, DIE, let's go. Discrimination, indoctrination, exclusion. I mean, that's the reality of it, for sure. Hellhound with a $10. Hey, Graham Nolan needs a shout out right now. GoFundMe for his day. We've got it up. Graham's GoFundMe for his daughter.
Yep.
Her apartment, unfortunately, burnt down. She's okay, but all her stuff is destroyed. Everything is destroyed. I hope they've got some sort of insurance. I don't know. But they've started a GoFundMe, so I've linked it at the top. It is the pinned comment in the comment section. So if you want to help out Graham and Graham's daughter, and Graham is a good man,
yep.
Then please do go check that out. What are you grinning at? What are you laughing at? Eh?
Oh, there was a. I think this is old, but it says man sprays champagne bottle under a woman's skirt after winning some race or something like that. I thought it was funny. Dakota Johnson's trending on Twitter, which I think is very good. I think a lot of people are getting behind what she's saying.
Sure.
Even David Ayer is out there. I think that's good. That's good. This is how things change. It's not going to be perfect.
David Ayer's all over the fucking place with his.
He is. I think he's one of the. Okay, he's trying to ride the fence. That's all he's doing. He's I think he's one of those people behind the scenes is probably, I wouldn't call him based, but I would say he's not a fan of this bullshit. But especially after there's one guy who did get fucked over by a studio. Not saying his movie would have been a masterpiece, but I think it probably would have been better. But he certainly did get fucked over by a studio. I think this is how it changes. And there's certain people, like if they genuinely change, you always want to welcome people over. But these disingenuous fucks who like Act Man, who were throwing all kinds of pejoratives at our friend Az just 6 months ago, go, oh, the Sweet Baby Ink thing is crazy. No, the wind's changed direction, and I don't want my own fan base. So I've been, basically riding the fence and not being authentic to this whole time might turn on me. Yeah,
having a spine's difficult, Gary. Okay.
Yeah, it is.
When you're just a content farmer and a dick rider.
Yep.
So yeah. Visual Rebel. Oh yeah, sorry. I went down, ladies, instead of up. I went up and not down, actually. Don't get those confused.
Yeah, no.
Per Lee has been a member for 2 months. Thank you. Jaffo on the bound with a $5. Isn't it amazing that the only game company that told this ideology to Kit Rocks is one of the top played games right now? Long live Super Earth. Yes. Helldivers 2. Apparently, I need to get absolute confirmation on this, but apparently somebody asked the devs at Helldivers 2 to put a trans flag or a pride flag as one of the capes.
Okay.
And they said no and banned them.
Good. I might have to play this game now.
I know. They said they're not having any of that ideology. And I said, do you know, I said, when I heard this, I said, because I said, oh, it'd be cool to have like a Union Jack flag or an American flag. And somebody in the comments says, no. They said, I would not. I'm Scottish. I would not want a Scottish flag because this game is for Super Earth. And I was like, no, he's right. He's absolutely right. This isn't about, you know, it'd be cool to have a Union Jack or a US flag or whichever flag you. No. It's not about your fucking
Texas
country.
Burnett flag.
It's about fucking Super Earth. So yes, he was right. I was wrong. He was right. So yes, I'm totally on board with that. I totally agree with that. Jobs McGee with a £2 says, I'm shocked. Well, not that shocked. Yeah, I know. Let's just be honest. MXC.
Ackman's getting destroyed on Twitter. Like he's getting roasted on my feed anyway. I'm not seeing a bunch of people going, yay, Ackman. He wants to reach out and talk to him. He brought this on himself, by the way, as simply counterpunched. That's all. You know, Dan Vasc cuts out probably your most viral video ever, puts it on Twitter. You don't get to put it on your channel. I mean, there's the injustice of it all. It's like when Az's YouTube career is over, most viewed video on fucking Twitter from Dan.
No, the most viewed video of that is on TikTok, and it's some guy, and it's about 45 million views.
Holy shit, really?
Yes.
Oh my God, that's a lot of Chinese.
Some guy going, oh my God, look at this fucking pig. Oh my God, taking a piss out of pronouns. My pronouns matter. 45 million. Fucker.
Your pronouns don't matter.
But the good thing about Dan Vasc,
your identity doesn't matter. Nobody gives a fuck if you're gay, if you're a lesbian.
Wasn't even monetized at the time, so he got fuck all as well.
And even if he was, he'd have got $20, you know?
Dude, I did that tweet that gets,
$20.
what, 7 million? The gay food tweet.
Yeah.
7 million. I got paid by Twitter last week. What did I get?
$200?
49.
Oh shit.
It was up 8. I'm usually get $41 every 2 weeks or whatever it is. 49 went up by $8.
Yeah, it's gone down.
Get monetized on Twitter, folks. Put a video on.
Well, I mean, you know, it'll buy you lunch. Okay, it's buy like Miles Morales. It'll buy you lunch, but like but if it wants to be a serious competitor against YouTube, which it could be for short form videos, they'd have to drastically change the algorithm. It's a long ways away.
Dude, I'll take 40 quid each couple of weeks for just shit posting.
But I think it's like Twitter's not perfect considering the terms of service shit that they got called out on.
Oh yeah.
Recently.
Yeah.
But it needs to exist. The narrative is far different. The fuck that we have to we openly acknowledge there's a narrative that should piss everybody off. Which is completely stating this is a lie. This is a lie. This is a story that we're fucking telling. And we need one of the multiple social media networks to just have a different side of the story to keep telling what is essentially the story, which is essentially the fucking lie. And all we're fighting for is the truth. It shows you how fucking bad things are. That it's just commonly accepted. Well, that's the narrative. That's the lie we're being told every fucking day. And it's being told through our stories. It's being told through our music. It's being told through our comic books. It's being told through our news. It's being told through our schools. It's being told through our fucking military. The Navy just banned the fucking sailor kissing the girl picture.
Oh, no way.
It's being told through our fucking DMVs. It's in our grocery store. It's everywhere.
Yeah. I just wanted cheese and ribeyes.
Are you gonna buy if there's a pride flag on any package? Are you buying it?
No, not touching it with the
bud. Food. Sorry.
No,
food.
I know. If it's on a man, that's a different story altogether. Yep. No, If there's food packaging with pride flags all that, no, I'm fucking touching that shit. Fuck off. Nonsense. But what the fuck's it got to do with food? Nothing. What's it got to do with me just going into a fucking supermarket, just buying a weekly food shop? That's all I want. Weekly fucking food shop. Jesus.
That's why.
Wept.
That's why, like, HEB would not do that shit here in Texas. By the way, I'll take you to an HEB. It's
okay.
You'll do like a.
I'm coming over in February.
You'll do the Sound of Music. You'll spin around. The hills are. It's so great.
This is what normal life's like. Holy shit.
Yes, it's so great.
I forgot.
Yes. I don't miss a trip to HEB. I'm like, guys, you going to HEB? I'll go.
I got steak and cheese.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted. I wanted steak and cheese.
Sausages. Sorry.
Sausages.
Kids in the hall.
Oh.
Sausages.
It was so funny. It was just so weird though. People going, oh, so those pride flags are stopping you from buying food. Oh my God, stop. Oh no. So, you know, you're just a bunch of disingenuous fucking weirdos. You know that.
What's that? Ryan going off on chat after Az changed his camera angle was one of the funniest things I've ever seen on FD. It's so fucking funny. Good for one. Like, Ryan will tell you exactly what he thinks. He's not going to hide that, but I'm not going to take any aesthetic advice from fucking Ryan. Okay. Ryan is a great cultural critic. His autism is fucking level 12 as far as, you know, finding stuff in articles, but like as far as like artistic and aesthetic advice, he's not the first guy I'm going to go to. That angle is better. I would fill in a little bit. Okay, your left, my right. I would pull that shelf out and think, but like after when and if I hit 1 million, I'm changing my angle too. You will see a different angle in this.
I mean, when and if when I hit 1 million in like 3 days time,
it's not over till it's over.
Hey, dude, you need to go.
You don't count your chickens before they're hatched. My dad taught me that. Okay.
Ryan sometimes lurks, by the way. Ryan made a cameo in my video today.
He did? I fucking love Ryan.
Yeah, I love Ryan. He's a great guy.
But like half your wall being white is not a good background, especially with this pasty white you are. You practically blend into that shit in the background. So you need some color, okay? You need some depth. A depth of field. And that's what you have now. You need to work on a little bit, tighten it up a little bit, but that's okay.
I mean, you've been here though. You know what this area is like. So it's
and it's not easy. Yeah.
Yeah. There's like 30 centimeters between but I'm touching the wall pretty much. There you go. I'm touching the wall with my arm.
Yeah. That's what San Francisco was. It looked like, hey, that's way behind. It's like, no,
it looks like there's room here, folks. I'm touching it with my arm.
No. The San Diego room I was in was insane, dude. It was 20 feet long. The room was 20 feet long, 12 feet wide, 20 feet long. This one is 14 by 14. So it's pretty, and my desk is in the middle, like dead center of the room. So I could go 360 if I can't now because there's so much fucking shit in here.
Oh, here it. Hold on. Sorry. I gotta
we'll be changing the angle. I like your angle. Fuck Ryan.
This is the guy. McTalisker with a £10. That's right, Az. Only flag that belongs in Starship Troopers universe. Well, it's not Starship Troopers. Is the flag of democracy. This is the guy, the Super Earth guy. He said, no, I do not want a Scottish flag. I want a flag of Super Earth. That's what it's about. He's totally correct. Totally correct. Brandon the Awesome has become a member. Thank you, Brandon the Awesome. Naughty DJ Aftershock with a $5 says, the video that I put out just before this stream started, 500 new memberships on it. 500 new subs, sorry, on it.
Oh, sorry.
So you need to get on that for them to hit the 1 million.
What? Make a video about you?
Yeah.
No, watch your video. Who cares?
No, but I'm talking about to hit the 1 million. If you're looking for
million. Oh, you know that's not how I work.
Hey Gary, do a video on me and link them to my channel.
That's what you motherfucker. Come on, grift off of me, Gary.
Yeah, come on, grift off. Hey, Jeremy, I know you've done one, but you can grift harder. Ryan, come on. Come on, chop. Yellow Flash. Yellow Flash is already on it.
Yellow Flash is already on it.
That.
Ryan's going to probably make a video.
Already.
Geeks and Gamers is going to make a clip from the Daily. They already were grifting off you with your face on the fucking thumbnail. Lack of entertainment came out. Has already made a video. Yeah, I think a lot of people should.
Come on, get that. Come on, boys. Let's monetize your haters. You know the score. Naughty DJ Aftershock with a $5 says, you hear they are now trying to cancel the old Halo composer, Martin O'Donnell, for having the wrong views and running for the wrong party.
He's running for Congress as Congress or Senate as a Republican. I'm not sure if it's state or federal. Good for him. One of the responses to that was, you're damn right, only a bass guy can make that Halo music. So I guess it's pretty good.
Dude, his Halo score is, I mean, it's iconic. There's no other way to describe it. It is iconic.
Oh yeah, I know that.
That's him.
You were doing it.
Yeah. Remember we used to do that on FNT? That's him, dude.
You know,
it is fucking iconic.
You know, it's got a good score. Is
Dune.
Shogun.
Oh,
Dune does too. Shogun is fucking phenomenal. The score is phenomenal.
Final Fantasy Rebirth's got an amazing score. Take a 610. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna find somewhere to watch it. I'm gonna watch it. Take a 610 with a $5. Alec Baldwin was in one of the Pat skits. He goes, Pat and I have done it several times, but I'm still not sure what Pat is.
Alec Baldwin back in the day used to have good appearances on SNL before TDS.
TDS.
He's always been a crazy motherfucker. Like his whole family's fucking nuts. Okay.
Hell in a Handbasket has been a member for 16 months. Hey, boys, what the fuck is that? Great Industrial Complex. Boink. Brandon the Awesome with a $5 says, hello, Az and Gary. I am a passionate right-winger who has been gatekeeping several fandoms these last few months, fighting the woke menace. We're gatekeeping the franchises that other people own.
Oh, yeah.
And we have no control over.
Mm-hmm.
However, somehow we're managing to get... Eric, gatekeep the fuck out of the Ripperverse. The fuck. He will. The Raging D-Head. Oh, yeah, the Raging D-Head with $2. Screw Doritos. Oh, hell yeah. Woo!
Well, that's one of those things where it's like, I will ban Doritos because I don't eat them. So... It's easy to do.
I haven't eaten a packet of Doritos in a year and a bit, but
fuck, it's been a decade.
Dude, cool. What's it called? Cool
Ranch Doritos.
Cool Ranch Doritos. I fucking love them.
Oh, they were great in my stoner days. Yeah, when they just started. I remember when they were new.
Cool Ranch with a sour cream and chive dip.
There you go.
That would be my jam. No longer. Fuck Doritos.
No, that's fucking. It's so stupid.
What did Doritos do? They hired some interesting person.
They hired a dude
to who wants to. Admittedly, this is self-confessed. Wants to destroy the nuclear family and everything to do with that from their own mouth.
Which is funny because you go out and try to destroy the nuclear family without procreating, and we'll just procreate. See ya, bud. See ya, dude. Listen, man. No, you got problems. But you're a man.
Yeah. So yeah, you're right there, man. Nicholas Krauser with a 16-month membership says woman embarrassing themselves with ray tracing enabled. That's for the baseball. Eric Brown's been a member for 8 months. Thank you, Eric. Grand Admiral Adam with a membership for 13. I saw Illa Borders pitch for the Independent Saints in the late 90s. She got rocked almost every time she pitched. Yeah, that's why it's in a video game and make believe.
Yeah, there's been attempts. Men and women are different. I know, breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. Breaking news. Men and women are different. I mean, I don't think there's a full-fledged. There might be a full-fledged women's baseball league, or is it just in college, or is it just softball? I don't pay attention to women's sports because I'm not a lesbian, but there might be out there.
I don't know about women's sports because I'm not a lesbian. That is the most accurate thing I have ever heard when it's come to women's sports. Do you know anything about women's sports? No, I'm not a lesbian.
Not a lesbian. So
Eddie A with a $5 says, I love baseball. But seriously, what the fuck is this? Dear God, they wouldn't even be able to field the ball, let alone hit a Pedro Martinez heater. It's make believe, dude. It's make believe. We got to make believe that Lynn Jones.
What's up, Lynn?
Beautiful wife of Kelly Jones with a $20. Women players in men's sports video games gives a whole new meaning to Final Fantasy. And men in women's sports is like a variation of GTA, where we rack up points for who gives the most women concussions and compound fractures.
Now, wait a minute. Okay, if you get extra points for beating a woman,
did you see the basketball dude? The basketball game where they had a dude who identifies. 3 women were injured on the other team before halftime. They had to forfeit the match at halftime.
Yeah.
Too many injuries.
Didn't they try that in some rugby bullshit too, or some Australian rules football? And
good luck.
Some girls just got fucking planted.
Well, MMA dude.
MMA dude. Damn,
broke a woman's fucking face.
Broke her skull. Yeah.
Yeah. Jeez. Dude, that's fucking hilarious. Final Fantasy. You're right. I mean, God bless Lynn. Base as fuck. Bone Apple Tea Party with a £5 says it's just rounders. I know. Dude.
It's baseball.
You and me.
Dude. Americans doing what Americans do. Improving your shit. Your language, your sports, whatever garbage food you have, your technology.
I am now really taking this personally.
You should. You should. Hey, you know what? That English breakfast was magnificent once it
fit a woman.
Some Tabasco sauce on it. Once I smothered it in Tabasco sauce, it was exquisite. It was absolutely great.
We did a whole thing. Gary said this needs to change, and I said full English is literal perfection, and Gary said it will be when it has Tabasco sauce on it.
Damn straight.
And then we scissored.
You have a video of that. You have a video of me doing that.
I do, and it's not been shown off to the public yet. I don't think, anyway. I might have tweeted out months later, but I do have a video of that. I have a couple of videos of that as eating.
Dude, I got a bunch of videos from the UK I got to put out. We got to figure out, edit together.
Eric Brown with $5 says, I can now make a catcher based on my wife.
My mind went somewhere. Not sure if that's where he intended.
I think our minds went in exactly the same place.
Maybe I'll take it to second base with her a couple times this week.
I just scored a home run. Sorry, a rounder. Poopa Chalupa has been a member for 20. Mass twin sister preferred baseball to softball. She played with the boys up until high school. That's where things change.
That's what
she
they
switched to softball for obvious reasons.
We had girls on our little league team. We did. Because we were like 10.
Then this thing called puberty.
Then this thing called puberty happens.
Nathan Snyder with a $10 says the Lingerie Football League is a real thing, FYI.
It is.
Yes.
It's called the NFL now.
I'm laughing because it's true.
It's true.
Gray Sky with a $5 says would pay money to watch women try to build a stadium. Oh, they just want to take over everything without being able to build or maintain shit. That's one of the funniest things I've seen is a woman get absolutely. Look, women, you know we love you. It's not the women who are here fucking understand reality. They understand what you excel at, what men excel at. You understand these things.
All women building a stadium.
Yeah,
they
go
did.
for it.
Okay, so there's an example.
It fell over.
Of this
Did they do a bridge and it fell down?
In Miami, they did a walking bridge and it fell down and killed people. I'm sorry, it killed people. But yes, look it up. Happened about 5 years ago. Yeah. That's the thing. Next time I go to the UK, I'm probably taking a fucking boat.
Yeah. Oh, dude. There are certain airlines I ain't fucking touching now.
Oh,
I ain't touching.
No.
United's one of them. I ain't fucking going anywhere near that. I think Virgin. I ain't going anywhere near fucking Virgin.
No, British is fine right now. For
British
now,
Airways
British,
at the moment.
At the moment is fine. They have an excellent first class, dude.
Jesus. Dude.
And listen, I'm not a diva except when I get on a plane. Then I'm a fucking diva. I want first class because I hate flying. I fucking hate it. I hate it.
I gotta talk to you about something.
Okay.
I just don't know when is the appropriate time to talk to you about it.
Wait. Did the results from the clinic come in?
I'm pregnant. You're gonna be a dad
again. Shit.
VSS Vintores with a $2 says, "Hey commies, prepare for Donald's Apple Pipe 2024." Did you see the
orange pipe? Orange. Where did you get apple from? It says Donald's.
Did I say
orange.
apple?
You said apple.
Apples and oranges.
No.
Apples are the new oranges.
You can't say
it was an apple that identified as an orange.
Apple Man Bad doesn't have the same
I say apple
sound to it as Orange Man Bad. Yeah.
I'm just joking. I did say apple. Apparently.
Yes.
Like, yeah, you're having a fucking stroke, mate. I said, dude, all I know is I smell burnt toast.
I do all the time. All the time.
I ain't cooking toast.
I don't remember making any toast.
Yeah. HT with a $20 says, as a woman with actual boobs who played softball, it hurts a lot.
Oh, to fall on them?
Yeah.
I bet.
You should land on your dick when you're playing. Anyway, how much you want to bet you could throw at the head in this game?
I'll have to ask my son.
Might have to buy it.
Or ask some of the like Beardo or Ryan. I'm sure they play it. So
yeah, can you do a beamer?
I'm sure you can.
Shibui. Jedi Ben with a $5 says NHL 23 had a whole loading screen thing coursed on women in hockey. My 13-year-old hockey daughter thought it was stupid too.
So remember when, okay, we're going to go way back to video games when they weren't licensed. So you'd have like hockey game or NFL game, and it wasn't any of the teams at the time. Isn't the whole reason you want the show, and it's called the show, is you want to play the players, you want to play your team, you want to play your favorite players. And now they're feeding into that narcissism of I've got to be in everything. It's like, no, that's not why people play the game.
It's time to play the game. May Troes with a 50 Swedish says, want a quick laugh? Remember Battlefield 5 on release? Go check their Battlefield 5 Steam page now. Just some slight.
Was Battlefield 5 was that the game with the like they raided the Nazi base, which was a real story with the chick?
Yes, the two women, the mother and the daughter.
The mother and the daughter.
And it was based off a whole thing about a bunch of British soldiers that went over and were killed in a crash or something. And so a bunch of Norwegian bunch of Norwegian men went in there and they didn't kill anyone. They blew it up and didn't kill anyone. That was what they wanted to do. And, obviously people died in this whole process, and they changed it to two fucking women. And they got rid of all the Nazi flags because that's problematic. And they
didn't one of them have a prosthetic or some shit like that? Or
the front cover, right? This is my guess for what he's going to say. The front cover was the woman with the prosthetic arm.
Yes.
Who was like jumping through buildings on the front line in World War II. And then we were told, by the way, by all these lies that gamers are ignorant.
Mm-hmm.
They are ignorant. So I'm going to guess, I'm opening up my Steam right now, that they have changed the image of the prosthetic armed woman to a
black
new
lesbian.
One.
To a black lesbian.
One can only hope.
Wakanda forever.
Battlefield. Is it Battlefield 5? Battlefield 5. Here we go. Oh! The picture is of a disabled woman, and it's actually a guy. And there's a new trailer. Well, there's a trailer anyway of guys.
And it's got the song, I'm sorry. So sorry.
Okay. Yeah, something like that.
Dan, it's been a long time since I rated that bass. Okay. He says Gary doesn't remember any of that from rating when he rated that bass. I don't. I got PTSD from fighting in World War I and II and the Battle of Carthage. So fuck off. Okay.
So fuck off. I'm saying this stuff and then I just fuck off. Right, I'm gonna have to cherry pick a couple of supers, and then I will do a super chat square up on Afternoon Tea with Az this Sunday, 2 p.m. UK time. So we got to grab Zaku boy.
Yo,
with a 50 says no evil or rack can evade the peerless vision of Peeping Tom. Mass fraud has been pulled on the masses, and the cowardly cad is trying to blend back into the crowd. Can Tom wash away the sweet baby stink of the traitorous transitioner? Man!
We're gonna have to maybe next week we'll recap what Peeping Tom is for the new folks here.
Oh yeah,
give them the lore of Peeping Tom.
Yeah, he just wants to see. Anyway, Ryan's Egyptian ancestor with $50 in Ozark AR. Their team is the Hillbillies. The studio is on Hillbilly Dr. Every local business.
The school, not studio.
Did I say studio?
Are you okay? Are you okay, dude?
I'm under crisis.
You need some food? Did you skip a meal today?
I've skipped 2 meals today.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I'm working off 400 calories.
And your body's shutting down. Yeah. It's
pretty much. Yeah. The school is on Hillbilly Dr. Every local.
Hillbilly Drive.
Can you read this super chat for me?
Okay, the school is on Hillbilly Drive. This is bad when I'm reading your fucking super chats.
I'm having a stroke.
The school is on Hillbilly Drive. Every local business has some variation of hillbilly in the name. The mascot is a bearded redneck with overalls and a shotgun. Fuck yeah, dude. This is my favorite team. They embrace a derogatory term and made it good. Damn straight.
Lean into it, baby. Gotta lean into it. Well done. Let's grab Lord J with the $20. I'm not a pirate. Hideo Kojima gave me a letter of Mark. Also, does anyone know why Russell Crowe is chasing me? Thank you for $20.
You're a bottle of whiskey.
Am I having a stroke again?
I don't know. No, Russell Crowe's great. That's fine.
Roller coaster. Gifting 5. Thank you, Roller Coaster. Packard Scholar with a $20. I don't think we will win the auction for the Next Generation Captain's Chair, so I might as well donate to the Who's Fund. Thank you. I will put that in the book.
What is that? Like a real one?
Yeah, I think there's an auction with a lot of Star Trek stuff, and I think one of them is the chair.
No shit.
Yeah,
it's probably going for tens of thousands of dollars.
Oh God, I can't even.
It's tax season, baby. And even if it wasn't tax season, no. My room is filled.
Let's grab Josh Kelsey with a $20. Josh, thank you so much indeed, dude. Just comes in. Boosh. King Popo Nut with a $20 for liberty, for democracy, for Super Earth, and fuck that rainbow cape idea. Also, liking that camera angle, guys. Thank you.
Thank you. There he goes.
I appreciate it,
man.
Yeah,
man.
Appreciate that.
Fuck Ryan Kinnell.
He still makes a cameo in today's video, but fuck Ryan.
Good. That's good.
Odin 79 Limited 83 with a $20. Appreciate all you guys do. Keep it up. We are winning. As you inspired me, this is day 69 giggity of my sobriety. Well done. Well done, sir. 427 Arbok.
It's pronounced. Well, go ahead and read it. Sorry.
Go on.
I interrupted.
Go on, say it. Just say it.
It says Kershaw, pronounced Kershaw.
Okay. With a $20 is formal request to get Kershaw Vestal on here or an FNT to talk about Bridge. It's the next generation of DIE, and it's even more insidious. She's probably the best research person on our side about it. I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. Gary!
Yeah.
Is there anything you'd like to plug before we go, sir?
Friday Night Tights. I don't know who's on.
It's the Soska Sisters.
Oh, it's the Soska Sisters. Okay, so Friday Night Tights, we got the Soska Sisters. Sorry, ladies. I live one day at a time, truly. I'm gonna work on a video in the next couple days. Get a little closer to that goal. And I think it's gonna be an interesting month.
When is the American Society of American Negroes releasing?
Is the 20th, I believe.
I can't wait.
No, is that Ghostbusters? It's either 15th or the 20th.
Don't give me hope.
It's in a couple weeks.
Wow.
It's in a couple weeks. And then we have The Gentleman coming out in 2 days. Shogun is running right now. April 3 Body Problem, which might be good or fucking terrible. But like movie wise, not a lot of shit coming out after Ghostbusters.
Hey, we didn't touch upon, but we should just briefly mention, didn't Facebook and stuff get pulled
down? They went down.
Thing?
I haven't even bothered to log back in because fuck Facebook. But yes. So Wells Fargo, Facebook, I think YouTube was affected, a bunch of other apps, Instagram, Twitter was not effective, and Elon was roasting everybody over it, which was kind of funny. But they all use very like there's been mass outages before, and some of them were purposeful. Like in California, there's like a main line that was being cut back in 2000, was it 14 or 15, chat? Happened like 3 times where somebody went and cut a main line and it knocked out Amazon, it knocked out everything.
Wow.
So I don't listen, we live in a world, today is Super Tuesday, so it's the Republican primary, not that it's close or anything, but something like this happening on that day, and we cannot just go, oh, it's a coincidence. No, your mind has to be open to the shit's done on purpose. For whatever reason. Don't know what the reason is, but you know what? I think
the WF predicted, they told us they're going to be there's going to be, I mean, there's going to be, and absolutely not related to them in the slightest, a massive cyber attack to pull down pretty much all the internet.
Coincidence. I don't believe in coincidences, but occasionally they happen. But when they're like this on a day like this, I think it's perfectly reasonable to consider the thought, to have it in the realm of possibility.
Matt Moran with a $50 to shout out to Az. Pretty wild, or shout out Az. Pretty wild hearing everyone and their mother talking about Sweet Baby Inc. now.
Yeah.
I remember you spouting off about them ages ago and going, who? What the hell is this Kiwi talking about? P.S. I know who they are now.
Everybody knows who they are now. And again, to point out that they were doing this in secret, and if they felt, if they really truly believed in what they were doing, they would wear it with pride. They would fucking shout it from the rooftops. Why are they all of a sudden protecting their tweets for how long? For a long time.
Since I did my video on Alan Woke 2, they protected their tweets after I did that video. Yeah.
And then we find out that one of the Lego bots, is that her name? Like used to run defense for Zoe Quinn.
Used to DDoS for Zoe Quinn.
Yeah.
Let's just say how it is. DDoS for Zoe Quinn. Zoe Quinn, by the way, of course, who's racked up a body count.
A literal body count.
Not just in sexual partners.
Yeah.
Now, I got to say, Matt, I was not the first person to do a video on Sweet Baby Inc. Like I said, somebody came into, I think it was an afternoon tea with Az, and they said, look into this company. So that's when I looked into Sweet Baby Inc. But I believe there were a couple of other people beforehand. Maybe the video I did just got a little bit more traction. I'm not totally sure, but yes, it is definitely the more information that's come out about them has spread. More people have now done videos. We've discussed it many times on FNT, Real BBC, Afternoon Tea, Ripping the Silverback. We've discussed this many times, and now it looks like it's really out there in the zeitgeist. Big ups to that tracker guy who did the Sweet Baby Stink tracker. And also, big shout out to Sweet Baby Stink, because we saw their work in, we also saw exactly how shitty they were, not just in Alan Woke 2, but they infected Rocksteady and that wonderful Batman Arkham series of games. And so just seeing Suicide Squad kills the Justice League showed everybody just what a bunch of verminous scum they are and how much they fucking despise you and your heroes. So thank you for showing the world who you are. And as a video that I did do, remember, when people tell you who they are, believe them. Believe them. So appreciate you, Matt. Appreciate you. I have got a new video out about Sweet Baby Stink. Act Man doing a 180 on understanding what actually is going on with these companies and the fun that's brought with it, which is pretty hilarious. Big shout out to everybody who's watching that video, because it's I know you can't see it on your side, chat, but it's already over 60,000 views on my side, with 10,000 likes already. So thank you so much. So if you haven't seen that video, go check that video out now after the stream. It leans mostly into the ESG DIE Sweet Baby Stink getting absolutely caught the fuck out. Massive thank you to everyone who watched today. Mods, thank you so much indeed for giving up your free time. Everybody who super chatted, membered, remembered, gifted memberships. Shout out Dan Vasc to his cameo that he fucked up because he didn't say subscribe to Dan Vasc, subscribe to Nerdrotic instead.
Yes. I'm sorry, I had to dip out real quick to roast Mark Hamill real quick. So.
Let me guess, was it something to do with his granddaughter?
It was. So he pointed out that he went and voted or something like that. I just asked him if he said he found time to vote, and I asked him if he found time to visit his granddaughter.
But in all fairness to Mark, he did find time to vote for the termination of his granddaughter.
Oh, yeah.
There's no water in here. I'm just doing the sip.
The smug sip thing.
Yeah, it's empty. It's empty. Chat. Thank you. You've been exceedingly generous today. I will be back tomorrow, 7:30 UK time with Rip and the Silverback. Yes, Chris Gore contacted me during the show and said, yes, you are on the Oscars panel this Sunday. So I'll be on the Oscars panel this Sunday. Yeah. Which is where I said I'm pretty glad because my tux is arriving tomorrow. So
that's good. I'm streaming like crazy this weekend. We got FNT, and then I'm going to go to Unsubscribed on Saturday, and then George on Sunday morning, early afternoon, and Forbidden Frontier, and then Chris's thing. That's a lot of streaming.
Yeah, I got Rip and a Silverback, but tomorrow I will try to do another Final Fantasy Rebirth stream. And if you want any motivation to watch that, I have literally left the game as I'm about to go to the beach in beachwear to meet Tifa in her beachwear.
Yeah, attaboy. Yes, there's an inner tomorrow.
So I'll be streaming more Rebirth as well. Thank you. Until next time, you take care. Goodbye, Baloo Boo.
Bye-bye.